Hey everybody, welcome to Golden Vault Night and what is anticipated to be the finale of Heist number 3. So we're not going to waste any time. We're going to get right into this because I think we got a lot of stuff to do tonight. But Ravnok, you wanna take it away?
Yeah. So we'll start off with a quick recap. Not technically a lot happened last week, while so much happened last week at the same time. So they entered the secret passage, and they went downstairs hundreds and hundreds of feet below ground. Eventually, they started running into this disgusting. It's almost like spider web, but like greasy, stretchy, fat mucus, maybe as well. And as you kept going down, you ran into a section of the stairs that were on a bit of a fulcrum. So as you step too far forward, they would start to tilt.
Which was the perfect example of us overcomplicating something for 15 minutes.
Yes. All it really took was someone standing on this end, and everybody could have just walked over, and then the last person could have ported. That it was really just meant to slow you down for a bit, but hilarious that you.
And
I
boy,
just love
did
you
it
guys.
work.
I love you guys so much. After that, they went to the crypt, where there was one mausoleum, which had the labeling of Jolene on it. Let's see who opened that. That was Shadow and Lachlan, right? You both opened it, and inside there was confetti popping out and a little note that was just like, "Ha ha, fooled you." And then you both got stabbed with a needle and poisoned.
It's also where we learned that the family's last name is Jolene, and we're up against Jolene.
Mm-hmm.
Like Mario.
Yeah, that was also canon from last time.
Also, all around this room, in hundreds of different languages, you see a story of a creator, a preserver, and a destroyer. After this, you guys move on into the next room, where you finally encounter the horrific mongoose. And it was a tough fight. A couple of you went down a couple times. It was real close for Nick there for just a second. It was real close for Garth there for just a second too.
Nick was like two failed saves down though.
Yeah. That was what I was over here like, oh, what can we do? What can we do? But you guys pulled through, and you were able to defeat the mongoose. And that's and towards the end of the battle, some sexual tension was finally released. They've been trading cigarettes this whole time, and but that is kind of where we pick up tonight. But first, we haven't had one the last 2 times. There's gonna be a quick flashback to a long time ago.
I can still remember when the music.
Yo, shout out to the biblically accurate angel.
Yeah.
I'm uncomfortable right now.
Long time ago. Before Johnson City, before Nashville, before Baldur's Gate, before Toriel, before Realm Space, before the universe as we know it. This great being appears, and it says, "Dolly, be not afraid." And Dolly was in bed at the time. And she sits up in her bed looking perfect. You know, she wakes up and her hair is done up perfect. She's in like this sequined, like like pantsuit kind of thing. Like she looks perfect. And she sits up and she's like, "Daddy, is that you? Daddy, you don't have to act like that every time you're coming around here." He's like, "Dolly, that's just how we introduce ourselves." "Daddy, come on in, come on in." And so she opens the door and he shrinks down real small, but he still looks exactly the same. He's like whirling. He's like, "Dolly, I've come to you with a great task." "Well, okay. Well, what do you need me to do for you, Daddy? Let me go get you something. You need to take care of Grandma, or what do you need me to do?" "No, Dolly. There's something special. Something special about this universe. And you, unfortunately, my dear daughter, have been chosen
Unfortunately.
to protect it. For all time, you will have to strike the balance between creation and destruction. It will be your job, above all else. They will consistently try to recreate the universe over and over, but you cannot allow them. For all the other universes that have been created have never been as special as this one. All right, you can be afraid again. Goodbye, Dolly." And he whooshes out of her house. And then Dolly, we cut to modern day, and Dolly is walking out of the capital of Indiana. There's all kinds of like people like taking pictures and stuff like that. She's not looking happy, but she's still got her smile on. You know, it's Dolly. She's walking. She's looking great. She's still faking that smile, looking good, taking pictures for the camera and whatever. She gets into her car, shuts the door, drops that smile immediately. Pulls out her sending stone. Garth, come in.
Yeah. Hey, Dolly, what's up?
What's going on? I know I've been gone a little bit, but what's going on? Where you guys at? What's the status? You got my man back yet?
Not yet. We've had a little bit of a snag here in the form of a big old goose, but I think we're getting close.
Did he do? Oh god, he did the mongoose.
Well, that's what they call it, but it didn't really look like a mongoose. But yeah, he did the mongoose.
No, I'm so sorry. She says, "Y'all need to hurry. You ain't got much longer. I can't say anything else. Please hurry."
Wait, what do you mean we ain't got much longer? I mean,
I can't. I can't say anything else. I'm sorry. I can't, honey. I love you, Shug. And she hangs up.
Oh,
that was uncharacteristically, I don't know, like not as direct and overly jokingly aggressive as she usually is. That makes me a little uncomfy. All right. Hey, hey, I just got a call from Dolly. She says we ain't got much time left here, but that she couldn't really tell me much more than that. Which don't make no sense to me because I thought we were just here to try to get my man back for her, and I don't know why there's a time limit on that.
Maybe he needs to take his meds.
Oh yeah, I mean, he
The
is old.
fuck? Oh, hi, Pippi.
Oh no! When Pippi comes out of the their inevitable hole in the wall, they say they look directly at Garth and Nick, and they just go, "When the power of love overcomes the love of power, the world will know peace." And then just like
Hey,
Um,
yeah. Welcome back, Pibby.
I didn't actually mean to put Pibby out here. I was just kind of clicking mindlessly, making tokens for everybody. But this is perfect. I feel like she just popped out of one of the eggs or something.
Yeah.
Or she's been wrapped up by the mongoose.
Yeah,
and
I
you
was
guys
gonna
saved
say.
her.
They like crawled out of the goo webs. I watched the episode.
Good.
There she is. There's Pibby.
Yay.
After you guys defeated the mongoose, this door at the edge here opened on its own.
There's more to the
And
mongoose room.
out of this room comes light, almost like fluorescent lighting. It's so bright and white and clinical. It's gross, kind of, but you guys have never seen light like this before.
Ooh.
Nick's gonna kind of like put his hand on Garth's shoulder.
Yeah.
Look, until you're in a little better shape, just stay behind me.
Stay behind you. What, you literally almost died. What the hell are you talking about?
Oh.
Well, I'm doing very well now, and I'm gonna kind of just like smile at you a little bit. But you are looking rough.
I don't feel too good. How about we both stay behind Lachlan?
Lachlan, you okay
You know
with
what?
that?
That sounds like a great idea.
Courage
sorry,
is
I feel
simply
like
the
Lachlan was-
willingness. Courage is simply the willingness to be afraid and act anyway.
It'd be.
I was
I
about to say, I
missed
feel like
you.
Lachlan is gonna push between both Nick and you guys and be like, "Come on, y'all," and grab y'all's hands.
Oh, yeah. All right. All right. All right.
Sorry.
He knows what's up.
So do you guys want to move on into the next room here?
Sure.
Yeah.
Actively,
Sure
yes.
about-
Hey, Rav, did you get my
Okay.
Discord message?
Yeah, I can't see my token at all. So
Yes, I did get your Discord message. Did that not get fixed?
No. I can see you in Alchemy, just not in the streamer mode.
Okay,
Yes.
I'll have to refresh then.
Okay.
Give me just a second.
Yeah.
Oh,
That
there we go.
made everything appear.
yeah, there we are.
Perfect.
Okay.
Let's move into the next room.
All right, cool.
But now your camera's off, so you just need to turn it on.
Oh, sorry. Am I
Perfect.
there now?
You are.
Perfect. All right. In this room, there are 2 doors. Well, 3 doors in all, but 2 apart from the one you came in. There is one to the right that kind of leads to the north here in our map, and then there's one to the left that has a wire fence door that you can see through, and it leads into what looks like a beautiful garden. And you are deep underground. And when you look through here, this beautiful garden opens up to the sky. And there's like a gorgeous night sky, and it's actually raining just a bit. To the right is just a plain wooden door you can't see through. Sorry. In the middle of the room is a very large plant that looks like it's made of flames. Its leaves kind of are moving, and they will pop off and fly up into the air like flames do, and they'll even kind of float back to the ground and land, so there's like a little pile of leaves around. And they keep growing leaves and throwing them off like it's it looks like fire, but it just keeps growing like at some crazy rate. You don't know how it will grow this fast. And then all around the room are like smaller versions of this plant, looking like they're at different stages of development. Like there's one that looks like it's kind of smoldering. It even kind of has like some like spores maybe coming off of it, or pollen perhaps. That's what I meant to say, pollen, not spores.
It could also be spores. Who knows?
So there's even one that looks dead, but it's still moving. It's quite interesting. There's also a like stool with a journal on it that is open that has a pen laying on it.
kind of hell place is this? I mean, what are they doing down here?
Scary, but fascinating. While I'm
Growing
well
plants?
versed in most spells, scroll spells and such, but horticulture is not my strongest suit. Does anyone know plants well?
I'll give it a shot.
No, not at all.
I know a little bit of nature, but I mean like a little bit.
There is a book here.
Well-
Maybe we can read and it'll explain a little.
I'll let anybody roll nature or history. So I'll kind of approach it as someone that has lived in nature and knows it that way, or someone that has studied it.
I got a 6.
I mean, Lachlan was a farmer, so. I mean, my nature's not great, but he was a farmer, so he might do something.
Let's see how well Pidby, who has lived in mostly... Who knows? Pidby's a mystery.
I guess we can
Oh,
just
well,
all
nature.
roll. Let's just all roll.
Dang!
Here's the thing. I want Pidby to nat 20 this.
Hot
Dirty
dog!
20. Close enough. But then I want to see how she finds the way to convey this. Any information she knows to us.
That's evil. Okay. Well, actually, I feel like she is the only one getting the good information, so that's cool. So
just a plant.
without actually going and reading the book, this is just what you guys know about plants enough that this is what you can see. So Nick, with a 15, you know plants should not be growing this fast. I know, Avi, but you also know that the plants that do grow this fast are subject to genetic mutations. They often, their offspring are often unviable, and if they are, and sometimes there are viable offspring that end up with strange characteristics.
Even among, I guess, like, he's going to turn to the group. He's like, with what little I know, even among other magically cultivated plants to grow this quickly, it's unusual that they propagate. Much less propagate without bizarre effects. It seems fairly stable.
What kind of shit are they doing down here? I mean, they're splicing new things of plants. They're making mongoose.
Let's check out this book here. Let's see if it sheds any light on the situation.
Hold on, Pidby looks like she's trying to tell us something.
Sorry.
Well, hold on. With Pidby's 20, here's what Pidby knows. Pidby also knows that with some genetic mutations, you can pick some of them, and if they are very similar, you can breed them together to create a new species. If you're good with it and you know how to do it properly, it's possible to breed new species. And it appears that's what's been done here.
Hey, Pidby, you look like you got something to say.
Oh, I'm in between two. Saying, I think Pidby will start with. There are no gardening mistakes, only experiments.
All right.
And then they'll probably walk over and maybe like get a closer look, and then look back and say, "Don't wait for someone to bring you flowers. Plant your own garden and decorate your own soul."
You know, I got a friend, Miley, got a song about that, actually. I don't know if I picked up everything that Pidby's laying down, but so I don't know. This place is giving me the creeps. That's all I'm saying.
Shadow, what are you doing?
Well, I obviously don't know a damn thing about plants, so I'm like poking at the fire plant, playing with it, literally playing with fire, and seeing if anything happens.
It does not burn you. Do you want to do anything else to it? You can just grab one of the leaves out of the air, and it kind of feels like It kind of feels like an aloe plant. You know how they kind of feel like thick and squishy.
Squish.
It kind of feels like that. It feels like, even though it looks like fire and behaves like fire, it's very, very very hydrated. It's filled with water.
Does it taste good?
Do you want to eat it? Do you want to take a bite?
Sure. Sure.
Nick is gonna be like, why?
Here come the dice.
2d10 fire damage.
Where's my dice? Oh, there he is. There we go.
Garth's like, oh, cracks his knuckles for some healing word. Oh, sorry. Cure wounds. I don't have healing word, as we learned.
When you eat it, it tastes like hot cinnamon gum.
Ooh.
It's actually kind of delicious. But
this is tasty.
it's a little delayed and allows you to swallow it before it ignites, and it burns you from the inside for 7 fire damage.
Called it.
I'm fire resistant. So
You're like burping up fire. Oh, careful with that one.
It's like that one part in Aladdin when he like knocks into the guy swallowing the like fire, and then he and then he coughs up like smoke.
Yeah.
Poor Shadow. It's just like
spicy.
I haven't had that one that hot in a while. Oof.
Yeah, that's very spicy.
Just
very
like
spicy.
my mama used to make.
That's a spicier flower.
Nick's gonna look at Shadow and be like, "Oh my god, this is because we let you get into the cocaine, isn't it? Oh my god, we're corrupting teenagers.
Corrupting the youth."
What?
Lachlan, what would you like to do?
So I had a look at the plant, and I was like, "Yep, that's a plant." And decided to kind of just have a look around. I'm gonna go up to the door. I think Lachlan is just kind of like, he's done his job. He's the meat shield. Like he's the tank. So I feel like he's like kind of had a look around. Nothing's attacked us yet. So he's like, I'm gonna go into the next room and just let all the smart people deal with the plant stuff.
Yeah, Nick would probably at this point, especially because he's worried that Shadow has just poisoned herself. He's grabbing that book and being like, "Oh."
Also, Lachlan is the only one that does not treat Shadow like a child. Like, I've watched this kid be drunk, nab the cocaine, and do everything else, and they're like, "Oh my god, we're horrible people." Lachlan's like, "I've been doing this shit since I was 14.
We retconned her. We retconned her to a technical adult.
We did. I do remember that now.
Last episode, because I was like, after
He's 18.
Yeah.
Okay, well, as a poor person growing up, I can assure you, we were doing worse shit at younger age.
No, she's 18, but she only looks like she's like maybe 14. So
bullshit.
Nick still thinks that she's lying, and she's only like 14. But she is since you're a nice physical character, and she does martial arts, and she's just kind of hanging with you, leaving the lovebirds to themselves.
And with Pidgey.
Hey, Pidgey, you standing awful close there. Just give us some privacy.
Did we do any healing or anything last time? Because I got a smack from that mongoose too.
Well, we know that there's gonna be a long rest. So
I promise there's gonna be a long rest before there'll be any more damage going out. I promise you. I'm not gonna do shit to you.
Okay. So I'm gonna go up to this northern door. And I'm going to try to push the door open.
So the door has a little plaque on it that just says Jolene, and it's unlocked.
Cool. I opened the door. I'm like,
seems too easy. I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
I'm still doing it, but now I'm worried.
In here, in here, you see there is a shelf in the middle of the room. It just kind of looks like a pantry, actually. There's a shelf in the middle of the room. There are some sacks around. There's a couple of barrels. For some reason, I forgot the word barrel. There is a chest, And to the right, there is another wooden door that looks exactly the same. It does not say Jolene, though. And to the left, there is a large stone door that has similar art to the crypt. And in the middle, in a language you don't recognize, is some word repeated twice.
Red rum. Red rum.
Actually, what languages do you know, Pidby? Or sorry, Shadow. You might know this.
I know Draconic. Infernal. Draconic and Infernal.
No, you also don't know these. Okay. What do you know, Lachlan, just to make sure I'm not being stupid?
Common, Elvish, and Goblin.
Okay. So no, you can't read this either.
Yeah.
But that's what you see in here. Directly in front of you, without really doing a perception roll or anything, there is a potion of greater healing.
Oh. Do you think we should probably grab this for one of the nerds?
You sound like Scooby-Doo.
We didn't go down, so I might hold on to that and give it to one of the others. He's just gonna walk up, pick it up. Nick, you're a smart one. How many languages do you know?
Well, I'm actually in the other room still.
Okay, Nick has also been dying to read this book.
Yes.
So that's what's happening
Okay.
next. I know.
So,
I've been going around the turns of shit. He's been dying to read this book.
Okay, well, after the scene of Nick finally getting to nerd shit, I don't know how else I'm gonna put that lovingly. Yeah, Lockie's just gonna open the door. Nick, how many languages do you know?
Oh, well, actually, Garth knows 5. I only know Elvish and Common.
Oh, 5.
6 languages.
Yeah, I'm a Renaissance man. Hey, Nick, you stay here and read your book. I'll go see if I can. I
don't know.
Lachlan, take care of him.
I don't know what a ren. That's a big word.
I just do a lot of stuff. That's all it really means.
He's gonna point at the stone wall. I said, do any of those match what you know? Because I had a look and I tried to speak Goblin at it, but it didn't. Yeah.
So I know Celestial, Common, Sign Language, Dwarvish, and Elvish.
It says Jolene in Celestial.
Ah!
All right. I'm also curious what this book says. So before I do that, let's hear what this book says, because I want to know.
So
I'm dying too.
The book is a journal about it's from a person named Urzafir, who is studying the plants down here. There's not much in it about who Urzafir is, but this is a very scientific journal about how he has been breeding the plants also with the work of my man, who has been helping him create new things.
Nick is like, as soon as he gets to that bit, he's gonna kind of like, I guess, like run over to the others, and he's gonna kind of like be like, "Oh, hey, so you know those hieroglyphics we saw in the last room with the murals about a creator and a destroyer?
Yep.
My man has been helping a plant scientist down here create plants."
You think my man?
Well, that would make sense.
You think he had something to do with that mongoose too?
God, I mean, I've never seen anything like it before.
Oh,
I've never heard of anything like it before.
Lachlan, that says Jolene.
Don't take your man, my man from me.
Garth, they're having a full conversation, and Lachlan's like, "Why the fuck would you call it that?" He's like, "Existential crisis."
Okay, I'm starting to think something's going on here. I mean, we came in for a simple mission, get my man back for Dolly, but now it almost seems like he's actively creating shit that's going to kill us. Now,
well, remember the binding spell upstairs. I'm I'm concerned that Jolene is forcing him to, or if not forcing him, coercing him.
And she's the destroyer. Jolene the destroyer.
Understand, if she's the destroyer and my man is the creator, and it's Dolly would have to be the preserver in this story. Why is she allowing this to happen? Again, thousands of years, millennia, if we're to believe that what you say, Garth, about her being a celestial, why is this happening now? What has happened to shift the balance?
I don't know, but she ain't talking. I mean, when she sent me a message a minute ago, she seemed urgent, a little scared herself, but she wouldn't tell me anything.
Dolly scared? That woman is the scariest thing I've ever seen. What could scare her?
Yeah, no shit. I don't know. I ain't never heard her sound like this before.
I don't know. The only time my mom ever acted like this was when she was getting blackmailed. So maybe
Look,
Dolly's getting blackmailed with something.
We need to be. Look, I'm concerned. Like, we need to look around and try to find any other clues and get ourselves ready, because something is happening down here, and if Dolly's worried, then I'm worried.
Yeah, and I think we need to find a way out of here too. I mean, we ain't doing ourselves any favors staying down here in this basement of the dam.
This door looks extremely ominous, so we may want to prepare ourselves around the other areas before we go through it. I want to go check out that weird garden. We're underground. I don't know how it's happening out there.
Oh, I also noticed under Jolene it says passing through this door will trigger multiple cutscenes in a row. Please make sure you have time set aside to witness all of them.
To view all of them.
Pidby, did you have any words?
That's not on this door. That's on a different door.
As knowledge increases, wonder deepens.
I don't understand that, but I am somehow reassured by it.
That one actually made a little bit of sense to me. I think I'm starting to speak Pidby.
You speak six languages.
I think
now.
I'm starting to pick up. That's how it happens. You kind of dive into it. You know, you submerge yourself in just the language, and you kind of just start to pick it up.
By osmosis.
Sorry.
Yeah.
She's speaking common, Garth.
Well, no, not really. I mean, the words, yeah, but
you just have to live in the vents for a couple weeks. That's where you are in between the shows, the episodes. You spend a couple months in the vents with Pidby.
Garth just crawls out one day, his beard's down to here. He's like, "I've got it. I can speak Pidby."
Now that Nick's in this room, I have a passive investigation of 18. Can I look around and see if there's anything else that may help us? There's a chest over there too. I'm kind of interested in.
Actually, it's Pidby's turn. So Pidby, what would you like to do? No, you're good. You're good. What would you like to do, Pidby?
Oops, I didn't mean to move myself. I was trying to move the thing around. Is there anything else cool in this room?
No one's really checked out the gate that leads to the garden. You could take a look at some of the plants if you wanted. But other than that, not really.
Okay. Maybe not. Yeah, I'm gonna look through. Why don't I look through the gate, see if there's anything past there that might be interesting for us to investigate before we
your loin.
Now that you're up here closer, you see this gate has 3 separate locks on it. Including a large chain. It would be quite difficult to get through here. But it would be possible if you wanted to.
If you can't find the key to success, pick the lock.
Somebody hear something.
That one was good. They're all good, but that one was quick and so on point.
Inspirational quotes about locks, by the way, is what I just googled.
I don't know how you
would
do
you like
this
to
so
attempt to
fast.
pick the locks?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Do you have you got proficiency with the lockpicks?
I don't. No, I don't.
Shadow does.
I want to try it first, and then I'll probably call over Shadow.
Lachlan does as well if he hits it hard enough.
Yeah, anything will open if you hit it hard
It's a
enough.
totally different
anything
method
will
of block
open if you
picking.
hit it hard enough.
I can hum a song while you're doing it that makes you feel better, and not only you pick them better. I don't know. That's my contribution to this.
As not DM, I do want to point out this has a very high DC on all
well,
3 locks.
Well, I'm gonna try it just once, and then I'll.
Yeah.
Pippi needs to try just for fun.
Alright.
They are a
alright.
weapon of chaos, so
Go for it.
if this explodes, it's great.
Go for it.
20.
You are actually able to unlock one of the locks, but when you do, it deals 3 fire damage to you. There's like a little of fire pops out of the keyhole.
Anyone will make a bet that the other 2 are going to have the other ones. Why did I keep the accent? I was not speaking in character. Why did I keep the accent? Michael,
you guys want to try this one?
No, Pippi's gonna go. Pain is part of life. Suffering is an option, and is gonna probably turn around and try to find Shadow.
That was so good.
God, you're so good at that.
And then, so I'm gonna go to Shadow, and I'm gonna say, a trap is only a trap if you don't know about it. If you know about it, it's a challenge. And then, like, point towards the gate.
Oh.
Shadow is.
Hold on.
Right.
I got this. Hold on. I got this. I think she found some kind of trap that she needs your help with. Is that right? Not if that's right. Shit, I'm adding 6. I'm adding 6.
Is that what I meant? I thought she was just trying to tell us she was hungry. I'm not great at this.
Well, then let's go look at that then. And when it's my turn, I'll head down here to the door.
Okay. It can be your turn right now. What's up? Do you just want to try to unlock another lock?
I want to check the locks for traps.
Give me an investigation roll.
Investigation, not perception.
Nope, investigation. You're looking for something specific.
That's not mine.
You almost said Pacific.
I know.
Something Pacific.
Don't be Pacific. Don't be Pacific. Says me in Australia, close to the Pacific Ocean.
Okay. 14.
You do not see any more traps on this.
Oh well.
Right.
I guess I'll try to pick it then.
Okay. Roll your sleight of hand. I think you get advantage on it.
He also has
you
a,
got.
I get
Yep.
advantage. I do.
he has a
Yes.
tool. Like
If
you
you
have
have-
that hand thing you got at the bar too.
Yeah, if you've got
I have another tool also that I use.
if you've got proficiency in sleight of hand and proficiency in the thieves tools, you get advantage plus your proficiency bonus.
Yeah.
Actually, the thing I have gives me double my proficiency bonus. That's what that's.
Nice.
So 23.
Nice. So you're able to unlock it.
And
four sparks of ice shoot out of the lock opening, and you get hit for 12 cold damage.
Ooh.
That one hurt.
okay, that was rather painful.
That was on 23. I want to point this out. This last one is not going to be nice. You all need to... You can, I'm just being nice to him about it.
If only someone had a ring
I have
of
one hit
acid
point.
resistance.
Yeah, if someone did.
Nick is still honestly up here, like looking. He wants to check out that chest, and he's also looking through the room.
I don't think we know what's going on down there, to be honest.
Yeah.
Okay, so Nick, you're going to look at the chest. Inside the chest, there are. Inside the chest, there is a set of leather armor +1, as well as 2 healing potions. Greater healing potions.
Ooh, mine.
Hey, anybody else wear leather? That's kind of nice. Plus,
It
mine
is
got
lovely, but
kinda
it does interfere
damaged.
with my magical abilities.
I don't got that problem, and I actually need a replacement. Hey, do you, Lachlan? You use leather, or I mean, looks like you got something better.
Lachlan's just gonna look at him and just like holding onto his rapier. He's just gonna like tap it onto his chest a couple of times. And you just gonna hear like clink, 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 clink.
Yeah, I thought so. I mean, if nobody cares, I wouldn't mind
Oh,
having that.
but I can give you one of these, and I'm gonna hand Garth the greater potion that I found when we walked in.
Oh, wait. Oh, thanks. Thanks. This will come in handy.
Hopefully you won't have to use it.
Well,
Well, since Nick opened the chest, I'm gonna move over and walk him through this door then.
You're going to go in here?
Yeah.
This door just opens right up. It's not locked. Inside
Cool.
here, you see. There it. Oh, he's not supposed to be in here twice. Hold on. There is, there's like an arcanoloth, and he is in here. He's studying all these different little living specimens, and they all look like they're freaks. They're like all these just freaks that my man and has created with his scientist. And the arcanoloth is running around, and he's just writing furiously writing notes, and he's adjusting his glasses and taking a better look at everything, and he's just excited about everything. He's just doesn't see you at all, not paying attention to you at all.
Okay. I am going to. Who was it that done? It was Nick. I'm gonna sneak back into the other room, and like I'm not gonna. I am gonna close the door, but like do it quietly, obviously. And then I'm gonna walk up to Nick. He's gonna say, I'm gonna be quieter now, like noticeably. Just go, Nick, you remember when you were talking about whatever was down here with my man, and they were doing something with the plants?
Yes.
There's something in the other room that is currently looking at all of these little creations. It could have something to do with it. They didn't notice me. I am just asking, was there anything in that book that specifically mentioned that we had to keep it alive?
Well, Dolly doesn't want us killing anybody. Is it you said a something. Is it a thing?
To be complete... Lachlan is just going to look at you and say, to be completely honest, I have absolutely no fucking idea what it was. So, and this is also Michael to the DM. What did you call it?
An arcanoloth. So what you saw was a fox humanoid.
Cool.
Oh. I can already... No, I'm not making that comment on stream.
Probably dressed like a mage.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Did it look...
Yeah,
but they are
looks
not...
like a mage.
They are not humanoids, and they are not foxes. They are devils. They're like they're devils. They're the kind that like make deals and want to like steal souls, and they're like really smart, highly intelligent, like that kind of thing.
It's a fae. Got it. It's not, but you know.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just gonna talk to Nick. We'll assume that Nick explained all of that because he would
know what one of these an arcanoloth is.
Roll history or arcana.
I'm going to describe it to the best of my ability to try and help in any way if I can.
Ooh.
20. 30, 20.
Yes, you are familiar with an Arcana Loft. You also know that they are usually not friendly. Friendly wouldn't be the right word. They're usually not aggressive.
Oh, that sounds like an Arcana Loft. They're typically not aggressive if you don't provoke them. But they're also sentient, and I'm wondering if I'm going to kind of flip through the book. This book says that the scientist helping my man was named Urzafir. Maybe this is the same Urzafir. Maybe we could just ask him. I mean, I could try to cast suggestion on him if he gets aggressive, but they like to make deals, so maybe we could just convince him to give us some information.
Right. Okay. Well, how about if you two want to go in, start a conversation, and I'll just, I don't know, maybe sneakily run around and hide somewhere.
And
then that way, if
I'm not the
anything does
best
happen,
at convincing people, but Garth, you've got a talent for this.
Yeah. All right, fine. I'll talk to the devil. Although
I'll go with you,
Jesus
though.
has literally spent, my entire life saying I shouldn't, but let's do it.
Well, to be fair, Jesus has also, I guess, said some things that you shouldn't be doing that you already did. So
Jesus never said anything about that. Actually,
that's true.
Read your Bibles.
Actually, I feel like at this point, Nick would look at him and be like, "But what would your Jesus do? Wouldn't he try to help everybody?"
Yeah. You're right.
Jesus also did talk to the devil the night before he died.
Oh,
all right, fine.
Nick's
Actually,
like, never mind.
Jesus just let me know he has talked to the devil before, so I guess it's all right. Walk in his footsteps.
But I'll go with you. But I'm gonna kind of hide the diary so it doesn't look like I have it.
All right,
and
I'll go
before
in.
you go through it, Lachlan's just gonna just be like, I'm going to stay close by, but I'm going to be hiding.
Yeah, Nick's gonna go with Garth as backup.
All right, this is not a stall tactic, but do you all want to pick that third lock before we have this conversation?
Sure, let's pick that third lock.
You can try it. Go for it. Give it a try. Go for it. Let's try to pick that third lock.
Let's try that.
With this?
You get advantage and your proficiency. You fail. You are unable to pick this lock.
Oh.
This could be bad.
Yeah, it could be.
The lock explodes outwards with this poisonous goo, just explodes all over your face. You get 21 poison damage.
Oh.
Wow, that's a lot.
The DM did tell us it was gonna be.
I look over at Pidgey and I go, I'm not feeling so well, and then I hit the floor.
This is a shortcut. There is another way around.
Wow. Okay, shortcut though, and we're already down to 1. I say we try it again.
We can do it later when I.
Someone needs to say shadow.
Maybe Pippi's right there, so maybe Pippi can stabilize Shadow so that they're at least not dying.
Yep. I'm gonna do that.
So you can see this is a high DC. You did not succeed and still took damage. Took a lot of damage. So
that was pretty crappy. Those are both crappy rolls. I'm gonna roll from now on inside of D&D.
If you want to try again,
you
think
guys
about
are so paranoid
all
about
your
the
bonuses
dice.
and stuff. You could get guidance. You could get
once
what
we're
else?
Together,
Bardic.
Once we're together, I think we can do it. But someone just needs to make sure he doesn't or she doesn't die.
We could see if the fox creature would let us in, or just have me cast a suggestion on him and make him let us in.
When you guys walk into the room,
okay.
what's it supposed to be for medicine to get them up?
I don't know.
I thought
Stabilize.
just 10.
Usually, I thought you can stabilize them to one HP if you
Go with
roll.
10. Let's go with 10.
I don't know what the new rolls are at all.
I think you might be able to stabilize with 1 on a crit, but I think it's just 10 to get them to where they're not making death saves, but they're still unconscious.
Stabilize the creature. You can use action to administer first aid to an unconscious creature. Make a wisdom medicine check against a DC of 10. If you succeed, the creature is stabilized. If you have a healer's kit, you can stabilize without making the check.
Perfect.
My next thing will happen after they're seen. They'll go in the room, and then Pippi will interrupt at some point.
I am sneaking in to hide somewhere as hidden muscle.
Okay.
So the Arcana Loft, as soon as you walk in,
hidden muscle.
as soon as you walk in, the Arcana Loft notices you because he was kind of like right here at this table right in front of the door, and he's like, "Oh, hello, welcome. Come in. Are you my new assistants? Please, come in. You too. I see you out there in the hallway. Come in. Oh, yeah. I can see you too. Are you sneaking? Don't sneak. Come on. He has true sight. Come on. Get in here.
That's all right. I only got a 15 anyway.
Yeah, no.
Get in here. Don't sneak. I can see you. Come on.
Cool. Yeah. We ain't assistant. I mean, Nick might be able to, but you don't want me nowhere near any of this shit. What are you doing down here?
I am working with my man and Jolene. On their investigations into their new creations.
Yeah, we ran into 1 or 2 of them creations. This just like a hobby you guys got, or what are you making all this stuff for?
Oh, no. Like I'm not a fan of Jolene's plan. Don't get me wrong. I love investigating all the things they're making, but I am no fan of Jolene's plan.
Fan of plan. I like that. That's a nice little rhyme. I might use that when it's all said and done, but plan. What are you talking about?
Oh. You don't know the plan,
We know some plans, but
how delicious.
Nick's gonna chime in and be like, "We can't assist you if we don't know your plan."
That's true.
Jolene's plan is not my plan. I like living. I like this universe.
So, was Jolene's plan involve you not living anymore?
Oh, okay. You know what? Let's just go over it. Jolene's plan involves all of us not living anymore. Yeah. Jolene's plan involves the destruction of the entire known universe, and my man recreating a new one, completely different than this one.
So that kind of answers all the questions we had about some things. So
just hear a snap from Nick is like he snaps a quill like in his hand, just like sorry,
my lord.
I just didn't think we'd be going through.
Dolly didn't tell you about it.
Soon.
Oh, I know this part. Dolly can't speak about. She physically is not able to speak about it. Hilarious. Of course, she didn't tell you about it.
Hey, Lachlan.
He's all right? He's like rolling on his back, kicking in the air, like cackling about it. He thinks it's the funniest shit.
Hey, Lachlan, you look like you broke. What's going on over there?
That's not good.
No, no, that's
the conclusion I've come to. Is that's a bit of a minor inconvenience.
Astute of you. Yeah. All right. Yes. Look. We're all, I think, in agreement in this room, anyway, that everybody kind of ceasing to exist would kind of suck. I mean, things are kind of actually going pretty good for me for once, so I'd kind of like to keep going for a little bit more. So, we're trying to prevent that from happening. If you had any information that might be able to assist us in that direction, you might actually get to keep on living, too.
I, unfortunately, don't. The best I've got, kill her, stop her.
Sure.
Kill her.
Okay.
Kill her again.
I'm kind of in agreement.
You can't really kill her.
I do want to know. Do you know why Jolene has suddenly decided to try to destroy the known universe and used my man to recreate it? Just if you have any insight on that, it would be awesome.
Oh, they do this over and over and over. Thing they do.
I've heard about these. Like every couple years, they call it a crisis event. They just destroy everything. They rebuild it back up. No one even remembers anything. It's just stories.
Yeah.
I mean, I read some newspaper stories about it, but
Is there any
not quite. There's never been another universe that has been able to support life as we know it. And so when they destroy it and recreate it, there will be no life, most likely. There could be, possibly, but very unlikely. There's never been life again.
well, that don't fly.
Made a deal because I can't defeat her. I'm just some little fox demon thing. I've made a deal with her that if I help her study and help her do this, she'll let me live in the next universe because you know what? I like living.
But could she just kill you in the next universe?
She could, but this is my best. This is my best bet. What else have I got to do? However, I've got a new bet. And he pulls out of his bag a blue bottle that like shines like bright, like you've never seen, and it's like bubbling. It looks fizzy, and on the front of it, it has like this little label with like tons of words, like very teeny tiny print. He's like, This will give you the effect of a week's long rest. Take this.
Hey, I'm gonna need
Throw
to
it
know.
on the ground. Do not drink it. It will tear you to pieces and rip you across the entire universe. Do not do it. You
Lachlan, did you hear
smash
that?
the bottle on the ground, and it creates a portal. You walk through the portal, and it sends you forward 8 hours in time. However, you arrive at the exact same moment you left. Your body's 8 hours ahead, but you're fine.
Oh.
I know, confusing, but
I mean,
throw
it
this
also
shit on the
kind of
ground and
sounds
walk
like
through it, you'll be fine.
taking 8 hours off our life, but you know what? What's the catch?
No catch.
takes 8
I want
hours
to
off your
live, and I
life.
like this universe. I don't understand what you're not understanding.
Well, you just told. You know what? You say no catch. Can I just want to insight just because I feel like I have to. Because he's a devil.
Here's
Can
the
I?
thing: you don't need the insight.
Okay.
The deal is he's found a better deal with you guys.
Okay.
The deal is he's found his deal before was with Jolene, and now he's found a better deal. He likes this universe. He likes life. He likes making deals. He likes learning stuff. This is his favorite. He doesn't want this universe to be destroyed and go to somewhere where there is no life and it's boring and he doesn't have anybody to torture or make deals with and stuff like that. That sounds awful. He doesn't want that. This is the better deal.
All right.
This joke only works because we're about to get a long rest. But Lachlan's going to take 1d4 psychic damage trying to figure out what the fuck is going on.
Now he's like, now, dear, here. And he hands you like this like little blob of light, and he pushes it into your forehead, and you suddenly understand everything he's trying to tell you. You're like, there, did that help?
Oh, I that ability seems like it comes in handy. I've tutored
No,
some kids who could use that.
get away, you can't have this.
Nick looks really crestfallen.
He's slapping hands.
How's this?
Slapping
How's this? All right. You like making deals. We'll take this and we will get rid of the Jolene problem for you. If you can just give Nick here a piece of that power when we're done.
No. The deal that we made is the deal that we made. And that's as far as I'm willing to go.
Nick's just gonna kind of pat him, and he's like, maybe let's not look a gifted horse in the mouth.
All right.
Now, you need to hurry.
We'll talk after.
You need to hurry. Go through that door right there. You see how it says Jolene, and Celestial? All you need to do is say that, and the door will open.
Oh, okay, but before we go through there, Do you know how to get into that side garden? That weird little side garden?
Oh Lord, no! That's a horrible trick. Don't keep trying that. The first two will open. The last one will not open. It's not a real lock. It's obviously a trap. Come on.
Oh, so it's not a real lock, so we can probably just go through it then.
Can I insight that?
That one I want to insight.
You can insight it.
Sure, why not? I apparently know
let's
what's
just
going
do
on
it.
now.
Oh, he seems like a very honest individual.
Both of you.
Lachlan is still very confused.
Yeah.
All of you all think he's telling the he's obviously think he's telling the truth.
All right. Well, sir. Sir. All right. Sir. Whatever.
Guys,
It doesn't
we're putting
matter.
our
Thank
own.
You good, Lachlan?
Yeah, no, just something I learned with Dolly.
What's that?
Oh, no, it was. It's fine. It's fine. Never mind.
All
It's all
right.
good.
All right. All right. Well, let's go tell the others what we found, and well, we will hope to see you when all this is done.
Yes. Be careful. Be careful.
All right.
We're gonna come back out and find Shadow on the fucking ground.
Pibby.
Pidby is sort of running towards you as you guys are coming out, and pointing and going, "Whoever saves one life saves the entire world."
The tall child has already gotten itself killed.
We lost almost all of that. You hit a pitch that your mic did not accept.
I basically yelled, "We were gone 10 minutes."
Hey, was you all trying to get in that door over there? Yeah, well,
God, yes.
we met the devil, who was a little bit nicer than Jesus had led me to believe, but he told us that ain't gonna work. So we did figure out how to get in this door though, and we got a little bottle that can actually somebody just pick up Shadow there, and we'll walk through this portal, and they should be fine.
Lachlan.
Pidby's just gonna look at Nick and just go, "We all make mistakes, and it's not until we make mistakes that we learn."
Please carry this tall child so she doesn't die.
What happened? Why is it all
She's tiny. She's tiny. What? She only weighs about 90 pounds.
I don't think you understand the average strength of this group, dude.
I don't understand what happened.
In fact, if I hit a disarmed, I do 0 damage.
I think they tried to get in the lock, and I think this might have confirmed what the devil said, that just gonna kill us. But we know how to get through the next door. We got this potion here. Oh, by the way, I did forget to mention, Jolene is the destroyer. Her plan's to basically wipe, just purge the earth. The creator would be my man. He's going to rebuild everything after that. Problem is, there probably won't be no life. We'll definitely be gone. And so, yeah, we don't want that to happen.
We don't know why Dolly's not interfering.
Yeah, that part ain't... She physically can't talk about it, but, I mean, it seems like her method of interfering is sending us to do it, so that sucks, but it's kind of what we got.
Well, I mean, maybe there's something to do with the fact that the creator, the destroyer, and the preserver can't physically harm each other, but they have to be able to work in tandem with each other. So if there's one way to do it, maybe they can't physically do it. So she sends other people to do the job.
What the hell did he push into your head, man? Damn.
Lachlan just stops and says, "I can smell colors."
He just goes, to escape fear, you have to go through it, not around
I'm gonna pull out the blue stone that I found earlier, like the gem, and I'd be like, "Smell this. What does it smell like?"
What gem? One of the
blue. It's like a sapphire blue.
Oh. What would it smell like? He just takes a sniff and it's like, blueberry. It smells like rock.
All right. Well, you know what?
No, he's just gonna take it back before you try to eat it.
Garth will just take out the potion then, and he'll say, "Well, building on what Pidby just so eloquently said, and I think I might have said this before, but I'll say my grandpappy used to have. When you're going through hell, Just keep on going, and I'll just throw the thing on the ground and smash it to create the portal.
I'm gonna hurl through hell.
Hey,
Oh, I wish I could remember what does it say above the portal of hell in Inferno?
Abandon all hope. Oh no,
Yeah.
never mind.
Abandon all
Abandon all hope, ye who enter here. Yeah,
yeah.
it says that above the portal.
Oh,
Well,
while Garth
that's
is
a little
doing
concerning.
that, while
No,
Garth
it
is
doesn't
doing
really.
that,
I'm playing. This is just a really pretty blue portal, and it has little bubbles going up the portal like it looked in the bottle. It looks like little soda pop bubbles going up to the top. When you walk through, it feels like spa day. You walk through, and it feels like you slept 12 hours in the best bed you've ever slept in.
Can I?
I mean, I'm awake now.
I better not. I'm gonna walk through. Lachlan for a split second was like, "I'm gonna yeet this child through the portal." It's like, no, I better not do that. It's
So
I'm
you come out the other side and do a sweet flip.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was thinking. That Shadow would probably do something cool, but I'm like,
do it. It is
I'm gonna
cool.
throw
Do
Shadow
it.
through the portal. I'm just
all right.
After you guys all go through the portal, you get your long rest. You're going to go ahead and head on up to the door.
Really quick, before we do that, above table, did anybody have a problem if I took the leather +1, or does somebody else want
No,
it?
you're good. Do it.
No, not a problem.
I'm gonna immediately. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say more importantly, Shadow walks over to Nick and says, "Nick, I tore my dress. Can you mend it, please?"
I'm just gonna happily
It's all like ripped to shreds and poisoned and spiked through.
Oh,
At least
actually,
your ass isn't hanging out.
real quick.
Mine's not anymore either.
We're long rested, but really quick. First, I'm gonna cast Mage Armor on myself to basically make sure I'm covered on that.
Before you go through the portal.
No, because it only lasts 8 hours.
Well, here's the thing. It only
our bodies go forward 8 hours.
But the time with the spell still.
No.
This isn't Temptations. Don't try some of this timey-wimey.
I was trying to save her a spell slot. All right.
Nope. Your body moves forward to 8 hours, but you are exactly the same time.
Okay.
Your body, you still have to spend it.
Well, but also I want to dig in Dolly's purse, and I like to Garth, I'm giving him her lipstick, and I'll be like, I know this sounds odd, but put some of this on. It will make your music better.
Okay.
Totally not because I secretly like it or anything. Here you go. And then I'm gonna also I'm also gonna pull out the Walkman and just put it on my belt and keep it on my person. And then I want to give the makeup compact to Pidby, and I want to be like, Pidby, if you use this, it'll blind somebody. It's very handy. And then I'm also going to pull out the pepper spray and keep it on myself. And then I also Garth, yeah. And to Garth, I'm gonna give I have if I haven't. I may have already given this to him, but I know he didn't use it. It's the copper coin with a man with a top hat on the side. And if you flip this, you get to re-roll. If it lands on heads, you get to re-roll any d20. On tails, nothing happens, but you get to use it once per long rest. So
who'd you give that to? To me?
You. Yeah.
Good, because I have the heals, so that might be okay. And then I will remind you above table that some of us have the little crunchy things that I forgot about, which will be very helpful.
Well, me and you have crunchies also, since I'm gonna pull out the fortune cookie and I'm gonna kind of show it to Garth and be like, do you remember we used this once before? And I'm basically just going to give you a rundown. And it's ask the DM a question about something that will occur in the next hour in game. The fortune will reflect the truthful answer. So, I need you to pray on this, Garth, and think about what you want answered from Jesus. And I'm going to kind of put it in your hand.
All right. Well, do we? Oh shit.
Yeah.
We want to ask.
What do we want to ask?
Maybe
people?
what our biggest obstacle will be.
I think we know that's probably Jolene, right?
What's the worst Jolene can throw at us?
What is Jolene's weakness, or what weaknesses should we prepare to be able to fight? I don't know how to say
Maybe
that.
Lord give us strength, and any answers would be great.
Should we? I don't want to waste it if we're not going to actually be up against Jolene. Maybe we see what we up against, and then we can make a decision in the moment.
Maybe it's my man we have to worry about also.
Yeah.
If he's being remember that binding spell, if she's conned him or connived into getting him to act with her accord, it could be him we have to worry about.
I think they're working together. I don't think she's got him under a spell. Yeah, I'm gonna hold on to this. I think it'll be useful, but I don't want to waste the question yet. I think we still.
You just think on that prayer.
I'll pray on the prayer. How's that sound? All right.
What does Jolene sound like in Celestial?
But yeah, Pidby, the compact I gave you, it's a bright light source within if a bright light source is within 30 feet, attempt to blind a creature within 10 feet. The creature must make a dex saving throw. On a failure, they gain the blinded condition.
Excellent.
Okay, and then what did mine do? The lipstick?
It gives you a +1 to charisma.
I'll put that on.
You look great. It's your color.
It's your color. I'm also gonna spray myself with some Chanel No. 5, so I smell like a hot church lady for confidence. It doesn't give me any benefits, but it does make me feel better. I have a Walkman on me that if we use it, we'll see what happens. Okay. And then you had fortune cookie, and you also have the penny that can if you get a heads, it'll reroll. And then I also on me have a I have a pepper spray if I need to use it.
Okay. Hey, nobody going down this time. All right. So I guess we'll walk over to the door, and you said, what does it sound like in Celestial? I think it's just like, oh, just some kind of like Gregorian chant, like. Well, it can't just be Jolene. I don't
be in tune, Garth.
Yeah, it's Latin. What's Latin for Jolene? That's what it is. It's Latin for Jolene.
That's it. Yes, that is it.
The doors break open, and inside is a really nice lounge room, and someone. Motherfucker. You would never expect sitting there smoking a cigar.
The fuck you doing here?
Well, hey there, son.
Nah.
What you doing here?
Daddy, we ain't got time for this.
Bart, this is your father?
Unfortunately. Hey, look, we're on. What are you doing here? We're looking for Jolene or my man.
Well, you know, yeah. I ain't gonna miss this kind of party. You've been upstairs? This party's wild as hell. I ain't missing this party. And also, I'm down here. You know Jolene's around.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
You know what I'm talking about.
Daddy, I thought you've been. Now, I know you and Dolly ain't never been, like, exclusive or nothing, but this is low, man.
What?
You know what I mean.
You heard they call her the Destroyer? You know what that means?
You don't have to finish that sentence, all right? Okay. Look.
Gross.
I know. I'm sorry I made that joke.
Just also having this conversation with some lipstick on.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. I'm going to turn to Nick. I'm so sorry.
All right, now, Garth, I'll quit being nasty.
Hold on. I think Pidby had one for us. Did you have one? Oh, okay.
No, it's just also Garth just kissed a guy like a couple hours ago.
Yeah, it's not even been that long.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Daddy don't know that.
I'll quit being nasty. I need to tell you something here, son.
Yeah, what's that?
You're about to do something important. And I ain't never been more proud of you.
Well,
you're about to go in here You're about to save the whole goddamn universe. This ain't something me or Dolly or ain't no one else could do. It's got to be you five. Has to be. It's already. It's already been written. I'll show it to you after it's over.
Daddy, that's
Every battle is won before it is fought.
wise friend I got there.
Whatever
listen,
they're saying.
No, I speak. I added it to my lanlanguages. I speak
saw that, yeah.
Pidbees now.
You actually added it? That's funny.
I didn't notice that. That's pretty good.
That's cool.
Listen here, Daddy. I think that's probably the nicest thing you ever said to me, and I have been waiting my whole life to hear that. I just hate that it took the end of the fucking world for you to bring yourself to say it. So I appreciate the sentiment, but I don't need it.
He stands up. He puts out his cigar and like the little ashtray sitting here on the table. And he walks over to you and he puts his hands on on your shoulder and he says, I know you don't, son. And he pats you on the shoulder and he walks out of the door.
Ugh.
Nick was mean mugging the fuck out of him the whole time. Like he is. If looks could kill, that man would be dead.
Where he was sitting, there is a potion of hill giant strength, and a dagger +2.
Ooh.
Well.
Now I'll describe the room. In this room, to your left when you come in, there is a mirror, and another door. On this door, not in common. I'm sorry.
In Pidby.
No, it's in common.
In
Sure.
Pidbees.
Actually, no, it's in Pidby, and you should tell me what it says in Pidby. What that is. It says Jolene in Pidby. Now do that one. In the back of this room.
Hold on, she's cooking.
In the back of this room is a grand piano. There's also a desk that has like looks like a ledger on it with some like inkwell and some quills. There is a furnace. There's a bookshelf, and there are 3 paintings.
Okay, before we go ham though on this room, Nick will like go up to Garth and kind of like tentatively touch his arm and be like, Garth, are you okay?
No, I'm good. I'm good, I think. Yeah.
I'm gonna kind of just squeeze your hand and just kind of look at you and be like, I'm sorry he couldn't see how wonderful you were before now.
Thanks. That means a lot. I love my dad. He's just, I don't know, so distant, and this ain't the time for it. You know what? We can deal with this later. We got shit to do, right? So we got to get it done.
I'm just gonna kind of nod at him.
I think maybe we should talk after that.
I would like that.
Me too.
Imagine if Felix was here.
Yeah.
Oh,
God.
So
I mean, technically he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is here. What are you talking about?
pulling up
You should
out of
rob
the bag.
his body and then dump it in a river somewhere.
Lachlan.
He haunts me.
What would you like to check out first, Lachlan?
I would like to walk over here and have a look at whatever is this thing on the wall, and also the piano.
This is like a little chest.
Okay, so it is a chest. I was like, what is that?
In the
Is it
chest,
a
there
dresser?
is a cloak of protection.
Oh, fuck. I'm gonna open the Google tab. Hang on. Yeah, okay, cloak of protection.
And there are 5 crystals that are worth 100 gold each.
I do not like all the protection magic items we're getting right now. It makes me nervous.
Okay, but what does the
Just
cloak
saying.
of protection do?
It gives a +1 AC to. You gain a +1 bonus to AC and saving throws. It does require attunement.
Is it armor? Oh, so you have to wear it for a full.
It's a cloak, yeah.
And then you want to check out the piano.
Yeah, I want to have a look at the piano.
The piano, when you hit the strings, when you hit the keys, makes no sound. It kind of makes a little, like a dull thump. And when you look inside, there are no strings in this piano.
Okay.
Would you like to look closer?
I mean, I'll probably end up failing it, but sure. Does pressing it do anything?
Well, it makes the dull thump sound, so the hammers are still in there. So they're kind of like trying to do their thing, but they're, there's no strings
So,
to hit.
Regardless of what I roll, I already know what I'm going to do, but I'll have a look on the inside, whether it's investigation.
Give me investigation.
Okay. Investigation.
Who knows? You're not rolling 19.
What? Sorry? Do not roll a 19?
He said you might
I said
roll.
you might roll a 19.
Oh, okay.
I said, who knows?
Nope, 5. He's just gonna look in and say nothing, and then this is gonna sound really funny. Obviously, I know it's a musical instrument and it's a piano, but there's no noise being played. So instead of performance, would I be able to talk you into letting me do sleight of hand? Because Lachlan's not smart enough to know how to read or write music, but he would remember the order to hit keys to make sound. So would I be able to do a sleight of hand to do that instead? Which is fun fact, what I did in primary school, I played the piano, not because I knew how to read music, but because I remembered which order to press the keys in to make the sounds do it in order.
I cannot wait for you to fail, just for all of us in the room to hear Leighton just be like, do, 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 do.
Well, what are you trying to play? Like, I guess is the question. What are you trying to play?
Just whatever. He's just pressing keys and being like, oh yeah, I remember when Dolly taught me how to do this one. No, like someone else or something. He's just like pressing buttons.
What song by Dolly would you like to attempt to play?
I Will Always Love You.
Oh, that's a good one.
Give me a performance roll. Or sleight of hand. Or sleight of hand.
You know what my favorite character trait of Psychic, the player, is how often he tries to negotiate for different skill rolls. I love it.
I'm stupid.
So much so that don't you actually have a talent in Dragonbane that lets you do that?
Yeah, literally.
Did you take that? Yeah.
Yeah. 17! Makes no sound, but I'm just playing I Will Always Love You on the piano, like full going hard on it, because I just remember how Dolly taught me.
You're pretty successful at playing I Will Always Love You, but nothing really happens.
That's fine.
So I think you'll never actually know.
I think Nick, so you would hear once I kind of pick up on what he's doing. I think I would unconsciously start humming it, and then it, like when you look at me, I would just like get really red and just stop and just walk away.
Oh,
Pidby, you're up currently on top of this bookcase.
Wait. Pidby owes us something though. Pidby owes us a Jolene.
So here's the thing. It's between two, and I think one is a little bit more Jolene than the other one. So I'll do that one. Words have meaning and names have power.
Okay.
That's pretty
Yeah.
Pidbeys.
Spitbees for a name. The other one is your brand name is only as good as your reputation, which I think Jolene doesn't give a shit about her reputation. So
I think the first one for sure.
yeah,
Because right here in this instance, her name does have the power. It's going to open the door. Yeah.
exactly.
I
See,
remember that. Yeah. Well, actually, when you say that out loud, the door does open.
excellent.
The door is
Wow.
open, and when it opens behind it, you see that same garden you guys were trying to get into earlier.
Uh, we could have skipped your daddy all day.
Garth, what would you like to do?
You know what? I'm ready to get this shit over with. I'm tired. I'm done. I'm gonna wait by the door until everybody's ready.
Nick?
What's opened?
Real quick, I'd probably go check out the ledger in the corner, but I'm also gonna pick up. Would I know what those potions? Like, if I walk past and pick up those potions that his dad left, would I know what they are, or would I need to do an Arcana check?
You'd recognize them. They're pretty.
Okay.
They're uncommon, but they're pretty common. You're common enough you'd notice.
So it's a potion of heal giant strength, and what's the other one?
Dagger +2.
Yeah, a dagger
I thought there
plus
was
2.
only one. I thought there was only one potion.
Yep.
Pidbee, would this be of any use to you? And I'm gonna show her the dagger +2.
Pidbey's just gonna nod yes and take it because
Okay.
that's one better than the one that they just got. So
And then I'm gonna say, Lachlan, this is for you.
Yes.
And I'm gonna kind of toss him the potion bottle because I'll just be like, it will increase your strength greatly.
He's gonna
Okay.
catch it because he didn't. He was very entertained, so he didn't notice that you threw it. But he's gonna catch it with his telekinesis, and then he's gonna look at it. He knows what it is, and then he's gonna slowly and gently move it over to be in Garth's hand, for Garth to pick up. I respect the thought, but to be honest, I already. And he's gonna look down and pull his belt out. He's like, I've already got one for myself. So Garth, that might be a bit more beneficial for you.
Shadow could use it. Shadow might use it too.
I don't expect
Shadow
it
can
to.
use it.
Let's
Yeah.
telekinetically moving this potion around.
Give it to the tall child. The
Look,
tall
man,
child.
I don't do roids. I gotta respectfully
I
decline.
don't do roids. Okay. Yeah, so he's gonna telekinetically move it over to Shadow, and I am fine using 1 point for that because I like RP stuff.
Thank you, Shadow. Thank you, Lachlan.
Thank you.
Nick, when you get to the ledger, it's not a ledger; it's a diary.
Oh Lord.
This diary, it seems to be when you first get there, you kind of just flip through it quickly, and you notice something pretty fast. No matter how many pages you grab and flip over, the book always has the same amount of pages on the left and the right as it has, no matter how many pages you grab and flip.
Wow.
So you can keep going back in time over and over and over, and there's just more and more and more and more. And you can go back. You find her talking about the Ottoman Empire. You find her talking about things during the Roman Empire. You find her talking about things during the time of Jesus. You find her talking about things during the times of like ancient China and ancient India. You find her talking about ancient Mesopotamia. And you find her talking about things even before this that you can't recognize. The language comes to things you don't even understand. That's what you find here.
It's Jolene's diary, but there's so much information in this. I don't know how much it'll be useful. It goes back literally millennia.
Shadow.
Can you take it?
Can I pick it up? Can I actually take it with me?
Yeah, you can take it with you.
Yeah.
It actually doesn't weigh anything. When you pick it up, it feels like it weighs nothing.
Oh, I'll put it in my little bag.
Shadow, what would you like to check out?
So what has not been checked out?
So what's not been checked out? There is this mirror. There, and then there are 3 paintings, 2 here and 1 here.
Oh, let's go check the mirror.
The mirror has a crack down the center, and when you come up, when you come up next to it and start looking at it, you notice something's a little off. And it takes you a second. But you notice when you kind of like frown, trying to look, paying attention, that it smiles.
Mhm.
And so then when you smile, it frowns.
Oh, that's not a very friendly mirror.
So it's just kind of doing the opposite of what you do.
Yeah,
When you walk left, it walks right. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. When you walk left, it walks right. You come in from different directions.
Does it seem to have any practical use? Can I investigate it or anything?
Sure, you can investigate it. Roll investigation.
The chance of that succeeding are pretty low, but hey, why not? Ooh, 16.
So your investigation, this is obviously magical. Your investigation, you notice this is a mirror that does not reverse the image.
Oh, that's cool.
When you come to show it, and it goes as far as to not reverse things that shouldn't be not reversed. So it reverses your emotions. It reverses your, if you put your arms up, they'll put their arms down. If you put up this finger, they'll put up this finger. They'll always try to do something opposite of you. You can try to confuse them, but they'll just try to do something as close to opposite as possible. Because it doesn't matter. It's just, that's just what the magic is. It just does as close to the opposite as possible.
This is very
I guess
cool.
we can-
I will urge Dungeon Master to just look at the clock. We might want to
I agree.
yeah. Just keeping you on task.
All right, I wander around and go to the door.
That's pretty much it for the room anyway. So, you guys wanting to move on?
Yeah.
You got to say Jolene,
Yep.
Jolene, Jolene in Pidby, which open the door. And when you open it, it brings you to a place that feels like you're outside. It suddenly feels like it's late April, maybe 65 degrees. It's raining lightly. And standing there right in front of you is Jolene. She says, I didn't expect y'all to get this far.
You've underestimated us from the beginning, Jolene.
I know I have. But I won't anymore. I ain't mad about what you did in there to poor Timothy. I'm just sad.
Who's Timothy?
I think it's the
Timothy.
mongoose.
My sweet baby Timothy,
Oh.
you murdered him? Yeah.
I mean, it was
Well-
self-defense.
In our defense, he was trying to eat us.
I'm pretty sure Tennessee's got a stand your ground law.
You came into his home, and so he stood his ground. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, here's the thing. I know y'all came here to get my man back, but me and my man's got important work. And I'm really hoping that when we're done, Dolly sees how amazing it really is. And I'm hoping to show you all too. Do y'all want to be part of it? Y'all could be part of it. We can take you to the next universe too. You don't have to stay here with this one.
I do not want to kill everybody in the known universe. No.
And there's we probably won't have anyone there.
Well, they aren't technically being killed if they never existed now, right? Because
That's worse. You understand that is worse, right?
You get how that's worse.
No, I don't. I don't understand. I guess that just makes no sense to me.
Jolene, you just no.
To speak Pidby to you, better to have loved and lost than never loved at all.
Everybody's learning Pidby. Jolene's just like
entire episode of just Pidbeys.
Garth's gonna give you a wink.
Like, I don't understand. I don't understand that language. I don't know what you're saying. This is America.
All right. How about I'll American up for you. Fuck you, Jolene.
Ha!
I see. Well, I guess if it's come to that, then that's just how it'll be. And she disappears from your sock.
That was really cool. That was a really cool noise.
And oh god, what's happening?
Yes, there have been a few of those, but why this one in particular?
I don't know what's happening. It looks great to me.
I know Pidby doesn't have any sort of like rally or inspiration, but Pidby is definitely going to look back and say, "Never stop fighting until the fighting is done."
Why does it reset everything?
I don't know. Only you have these problems. I don't know what you're doing.
It always does this. Like, hold on, let me fix it.
Is your alphabet up to date?
To that point, hold on. Pidby just reminded me of something.
Yep. As they do.
All right, I'm gonna do just a little bit of RP just really quick because
Cool.
You did remind me of something.
I need a second.
Okay. As soon as she disappears, Garth's just gonna say, "All right, look, this is gonna suck. I don't know what the hell's about to happen, but I know one thing is that everybody here's got something worth fighting for, something worth living for." And my gaze will linger on Nick for just a minute when he says that.
His gaze.
Gaze.
So.
Shadow's past the briefcase full of cocaine she's carrying.
A Nick worth fighting for.
Oh,
all right.
My God.
Now, all I can say is this, too. If you need a reason, first round, the rest of Spurs on me after this. I have the inspiring leader talent, so everyone is going to get temporary HP equal to my character level plus the modifier of the ability. So that would be charisma. So we're going to get, because I've got +1 to my charisma now, 10. 10 temporary hit points for everybody.
What?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Sorry, I got it all fixed now.
Oh my god, what a coinky dink. Also, that was funny. We all have something worth fighting for. Shadow with cocaine. Nick and Garth fighting for each other. Pidby and Lachlan acting very confused. Because, like, huh?
Yeah.
What?
Pidby's daydreaming about that vent.
Yeah.
My vent.
The dust bunnies.
Pidby about vents, Lachlan about dick.
You all find yourself in a beautiful garden. Again, you're underground hundreds of feet, maybe about 1,000 feet underground. But above you is the beautiful night sky, and this gorgeous garden in front of you. Everything is like this gorgeous dark green. Nothing is dead. It's impeccably trimmed. It's perfect. What would you guys need to move on forward? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lock here. If you want to take a look here, so you would move through here, and then move through here, then through here. Oh shit! And then here, and it takes you out into
For
here.
the sake of speed, if you want to imagine, Nick's got that wand of magic detect out, and every 30 feet, he's just like ping, 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 up to 3 times.
One at the front for.
I showed you guys that direction on purpose. You'll see in a second. When you guys get here, Jolene is standing in front of a gigantic treasure chest. She says, "We've already talked about everything we need to. I guess all there is to do now is to fight." And she puts her hand up in the air, and she starts doing like this swirl with her hand, and it pulls down this mist that starts coming from above you, and above you start to hear people screaming.
Can I like? Lachlan is not paying attention half and half, but also like he's aware now that everything's going on. While she's starting to do this, can I just shoot her?
Indiana Jones style.
Yeah, let's all pull out the guns and do the Tarantino thing.
She's monologuing, bitch. We talked about this.
She's not doing it.
Mono.
She's
I
pulling down
one bullet.
People screaming. She's pulling down this mist, and as it's coming down, you guys see in the mist there are like faces, and they're screaming, and it's people you recognize from earlier. The dude that hit on you, Nick, earlier on the benches. You see his face screaming, being pulled into her hand, and you see the swirling down her arm and into her body.
Oh, not the vampire, though,
even
right?
Even the vampire.
She does not have the vampire, no. But she pulls out this mist into this big giant ball, and she says, "My man, make us something good." And she throws it over to him. And he is right over here. And he says, "All right, Jolene, what do you want me to make this time? What do you want me to make?" And she says, "Make it something that's going to help us. And I need you all to roll initiative."
Okay, now no.
Alright.
I'm just gonna roll in D&D Beyond. It's easier.
Can you hit the sync? I hope this doesn't mess anything up, but the streamer mode didn't sync back up when you fixed it. Can you just hit the sync button on the streamer mode and see if that moves it for me?
Yep, did that work?
No, the thing's still off, but it's on the grid, but the picture moved off the grid again. Oh, yeah, like that.
Oh, wow. See, it fucks up like that every fucking time. I hate it.
I don't know what you're doing. Okay.
Honestly, I don't do anything. I'm not doing anything.
Sorry.
It honestly makes me want to quit this.
Did it do that when you hit sync?
It does this. No, it does. It does this. Yes, it does this every time I switch to a different scene. When I hit sync, switch to a different scene, it does this. I hate it.
That is weird. Okay, well, streamer mode looks fine now. Whatever you just did.
Anyway,
it's fixed.
My man makes this weird little thing that has strange Euclidean geometries and otherworldly dimensions that don't make any sense for this universe. And he sends it out. And what is our initiative counts?
Pidby has a 12.
Me too.
Shadow has a 5.
Lachlan has
Really?
20. Lachlan has 22.
5. I rolled a 1.
And then Nick?
7.
Thing is weird looking.
And then my man go.
All right. We got this, y'all.
Yeah.
Remember what Daddy
looks like
said. It
Lachlan's
has
gonna
been
go first.
foretold.
Lachlan's gonna go first.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm going to move to 30 to be in front of Jolene. And I'm just going to stab her with my rapier for the first hit. 14? She's a mage. Maybe?
That will not hit. That's gonna miss.
Dang. Alright. Second attack. Does a 27 hit?
That will hit, yeah.
Hell yeah. So, I am going to do my regular attack, which is 10 damage. And on this one, I'm going to do my shield bash to knock her prone. She needs to make a strength saving throw of 16.
Ooh, she fails.
Okay,
She'll
so
be
she is
knocked
not
prone.
prone. Yes. And then
My man, fuck him up.
after doing that, I am going to keep my action surge this round.
Mhm.
And I am going to. There was something else that I had, but it is.
How much damage did you deal to her the first time? I'm sorry.
I only hit her once. It's 10 damage.
Yep. Yep. Okay.
I'm going to keep my action surge, but I'm just going to stand there and, like, sword in one hand, shield out, fortify.
Okay. Cool. Next up is this otherworldly being. And the otherworldly being is going to move towards Lachlan.
Never would have guessed.
And it is going to.
So dark and creepy.
It's going to expand, yet contract at the same time.
Oh my god, is it one of those like orb toys that like the stringy ones where you pull it and like push it and it like yeah.
I have no idea.
This might actually hit you at 21.
21 does hit. That is my AC.
Awesome. This is going to be
Because I knew we would not have time to attune to the cloak.
3 piercing plus 2 poison.
Poison and acid are different, so that is fine.
And
Yep,
then,
cool.
and then it's going to reach inside of you and and around you.
Yeah,
with the same arm.
I'm shit, but I don't know what that is.
This is a 23 for the hit.
Yep, that'll hit.
Damn. And it's going to get a 8 slashing damage.
Okay.
And then that's the end of its turn. Pidby and Garth, yours are at the same time.
Garth, you can probably go first.
All right. I will take out my guitar. And what I'll do is I will cast Bane on the 3 of them. So I'll need each of them to make a Charisma saving throw DC 16.
The otherworldly being fails.
It would have been
Jolene succeeds, and my man fails.
Okay. So the 2 failed. Whenever a target that fails this save makes an attack roll or saving throw before the spell ends, they must subtract 1d4 from the roll.
Nice.
And then for my bonus action, I will give Bardic Inspiration to Shadow. And then I just don't like the fact that we're like all together there, so I'll move over here.
Yeah,
Brent.
psychic. I knew you knew what it was. I just
Yeah,
didn't bet
I know what that is.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
Yeah,
I know that.
when you said that, I was like, "There's no way he's never seen one of those."
Pibby, your turn.
I'm like, what's school?
Pidby is going to look at the sphere, and is gonna say something.
What's that attack do?
I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast.
Roll for the hit.
Yeah.
It's 2. You got 2 bolts of it now, don't you? I think so. Or no, you're only 1 level in Warlock. You only got 1 bolt.
Yeah. Next round. Chaos. 22
Nice.
attack.
Nice. Okay. Dealing 6 damage to the otherworldly being.
I think this is probably close enough to an inspirational quote. But Pidby, as they're saying, is going to look at this otherworldly beast and go, "There can only be one."
It is my man's turn, and he
God.
is going to create.
Is my man an artificer?
Oh, didn't think about that.
He's going to create. Ooh, this one was a mistake. He even says it. Oh, this one wasn't no good. This one looks terrible. Oh shit. And this one is a gibbering mouther.
I've been with a couple of gibbering mouthers. I mean,
Your mom's a gibbering mother.
Oh Lord.
And then that's the end of my man's turn.
Okay.
Jolene's turn. She's going to use. She's just prone, right?
yeah, she is not prone.
Okay, so she's going to use her half her movement to stand up.
Yep, 2024 rules.
She's going to use her bonus action to Misty Step.
Bitch.
Oh, I need to. Bam.
Look, gonna be like, I'm gonna get your ass.
She Misty Steps over here, and then she will cast Arcane Burst 3 times at Lachlan.
Ooh.
I don't know what that is.
It's gonna hurt.
Oh, okay, cool.
And she misses all 3 times. So
It's not gonna hurt at all, actually.
I straight up rolled a 3, a 2, and a 1.
Never mind.
Yeah. So
Look,
she's not
Lachlan and
doing.
Jolene have had a
You know
little
what?
bit
When
of
she got
history.
knocked on her ass, it really embarrassed her. Really
It fucked with her. She didn't do shit. All right. Well, Nick, it's your turn.
Okay. What I'm gonna
Jolene
do is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm gonna Misty Step to hang on, I'm trying to drag myself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then
Yep.
I'm going to use 20 of my movement to come here, and I'm going to cast Lightning Bolt in a straight line all the way down.
Ooh, nice. Okay.
Beautiful.
And let me roll that because, let me see. Hang on.
I think it's I think I have to do a
That's
deck
right.
save.
It's a deck save, and I think it's. Hang on. I'm sorry. Always have trouble with this one. Dex 13.
Jolene rolled a 20,
Oh.
and the gross blob rolled a 9. So
Okay.
gross blob
Let's
takes
roll.
full damage. Jolene will take half.
Okay, let me actually roll the damn thing. Sorry.
Still good damage.
Oh yeah, lightning bolt's good damage regardless.
Okay, sorry. It took forever to fucking find it.
23 is not bad.
So 11.
Oh, I had 3 ones
Three
in there.
Yeah, that sucks.
And 23 to the
Blob. To fucking
wall.
pop you over here.
Okay. And then oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I want to make sure there's not anything else I can do. I'm sorry. Because I used my Misty Step, which was my bonus action, and then I moved 20 feet of my distance. I guess I'm just gonna probably move back just like right here.
Okay. Shadow.
All right, so I am going to 15, 20. Let's go after her. I'm going to move down here. As a bonus action, I'm going to empower my Eldritch Claw Tattoo, so I can use my unarmed strikes at range. And then I'm going to try to attack her twice.
I'd love to see it.
And you do have Bardic Inspiration if you need it.
Awesome.
All right, go for it.
Okay, I'm rolling the D&D Beyond.
Lachlan, are you human?
Yes.
You don't
Yeah.
forget you get
Unfortunately.
inspiration at the beginning of every round.
Do I?
So I don't know if they'll hit.
Yes.
I have a 14 and a 17.
If you don't already have heroic inspiration, you get heroic inspiration
Every round?
on every turn.
Wow.
I don't think I. Oh no, but I do gain it whenever I finish a long rest.
That might be a
I'm not
fighter
seeing
thing.
Maybe a fighter thing. Never mind.
Yeah.
Later level thing because I haven't seen it pop up yet.
What are you doing? Sorry, what are you doing?
The humans.
I'll have a look.
Does everybody get it on a long rest? Heroic inspiration in
No,
2024?
that's a human
humans.
thing.
Humans.
Okay.
Maybe it's a fighter thing. Maybe you're right.
What was the? Did you roll? I missed it.
Yeah, I ain't seen the
Oh,
roll.
I'm rolling in D&D Beyond.
Oh,
I'm not
okay.
rolling in this evil thing.
Okay.
I rolled a 14 and a 17 though.
Oh.
Do either of those hit her?
14 and a 17. The 17 does. The 14 does not.
Okay, then I would like to use Bardic Inspiration for that one. And how much does it add?
It's a D8. And you're using this on an attack roll, yes?
Yes, on an attack roll.
Ooh, that's a good thing.
Oh, that's a great
Okay.
one.
Yep.
Oh yeah, so that makes
hit
it a
twice. You're gonna hit her twice.
21. Okay, so that's Let me roll damage.
Yep. Go ahead.
She'll also need to make a Constitution saving throw DC 16.
She succeeds.
Okay.
Damn.
Nothing happens.
Maybe.
My moat explodes, but it doesn't hurt her.
She's like,
So 17 damage for the first one.
Why am I not seeing these rolls?
Yeah,
I'm not rolling them.
Well, I'm
they're not-
in D&D Beyond.
Oh, you should be seeing them.
What? Hmm?
I had my dice turned off though. That might be the reason.
Just make sure you're not
Yeah.
rolling to self.
Yeah, if you have
No,
your
it
dice
could be
turned off,
that your dice
it's
are
gonna
off,
be the
yeah.
reason. Yeah, turn your dice on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know how to turn my dice on right now.
Don't
I have
worry
to keep
about
it
it.
off for when I'm streaming. Yeah, and roll 20. Sorry.
Just tell me what you got then.
Really, roll 20.
And the second one is
Oh, just got confused. Sorry.
The second one is what?
9.
So you got 17 and 9.
Yep.
All right. Is that all? Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, because I had to use my bonus action for something else.
Stunning strike.
So, stunning strike. Sorry, it's a con 14.
That was very ASMR.
I was going to do it anyway. I'm just distracted by trying to figure out how to turn my dice on.
It's at the top of your game log.
So you're gonna try a stunning strike, and that's what's the save? I'm sorry.
14 con, I think you said.
Yeah, 14 times.
She succeeds.
Rude.
How dare.
You got anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Lachlan, your turn.
Yes, so I am going to take the opportunity attack and I'm going to run over to Jolene from the thing. I am also sorry.
This thing tries to reach inside you and out of you at the same time. 15 does not hit you, right?
15 does not hit, no.
All right. So opportunity attack misses. What are you doing?
Yep. So I'm going to run up to her. Because my last hit her, it applied Vex, and that goes until hit a creature, you have advantage on your next attack roll before the end of your next turn, so I have advantage on this attack. So we are going to roll that one. Ooh, 18. What did it? Girl.
Roll to hit.
So
that's going to hit. That's going to hit.
Yep. So with the rapier, that is only going to do 8 damage. But I'm going to try to knock her prone again. So she needs to make a DC 16 strength.
Oof. She fails.
Cool. So she is now knocked prone. I'm going to hit her again with advantage from Vex, which is going to be a 22 to hit.
That's going to hit.
Roll damage is going to be 12. And on this attack, I'm going to initiate Psionic Strike, which is another 1d8 plus 2. Which is going to be 6 plus 2 is 8. And then I'm going to Action Surge, and I'm just going to keep hitting her.
Do it.
So,
damn.
attack,
Okay.
natural 20.
Oh.
Nice.
Which is going to be 21 damage.
Wow.
And then I get to hit her one more time.
That feels like an illegal amount of damage.
It does.
24 is going to hit it, and then it is going to be... it's only minimum. 1. So if I open up the log and just go through all of the damage... So 7 plus 21...
Shield, but all of your shit was so high that it didn't matter.
Okay, so... I did roll an 18 on one of them.
Did you?
Repeat a hit. That was... Oh, wait, no, that's...
I didn't see... No,
Here's the-
you didn't.
24,
yeah, you
29, 22, and an 18.
She can block the 18, so she can block that 8. She's going to use shield
Okay.
to remove the 8.
Okay. So then in that case, she would not be knocked prone because the shield bash. No, she would still have to make the shield bash. No, because it's in an attack, so she's not prone. But she still takes 12, 20, 41. She still takes 48 damage.
Huh?
Now I know how you guys feel when I'm playing Bazcat.
Right? I was just sitting here thinking, are fighters the strongest? Like, are they just the best at dealing damage across the board?
It's in the name.
On
That's
an
true.
average, I'd say yes, but technically no, because casters are like nukes.
Yeah.
Well, the problem is you guys get
They're
action
glass
surge,
Overall.
and I think things die after
Overall.
one action surge.
After all, consistently they can do more damage because casters also run out spells.
That's
She-
Oh,
Sure.
true.
So
what do you think? Let us know in the comments.
she's using her only legendary action
Okay.
to teleport you back to the back of her
Me?
garden. She says, "Don't you love my new garden?" Oh no, sorry, not you, Shadow.
Okay.
Shadow.
Who just dealt the fucking
Oh,
name?
yeah.
No, it was you. Sorry.
I just
Lachlan
did
did.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
I was like,
I'm
damn, what'd I
sorry.
do?
I'm sorry. I'm on board now. I'm following.
She didn't like
I
me.
followed at the
She didn't like me
beginning.
going over
I
there
was
doing the
wrong.
cheerleader thing for Lachlan or something.
All right. Otherworldly being's turn. Otherworldly being is going to come to Shadow, and it's going to try to rip her apart and put her together at the same time, and
Let's
roll
not
a
do
20.
Okay, it's at disadvantage.
Let's go. Disadvantage?
Yes,
Why?
because at the beginning because I have a cloak of displacement to begin with.
Gotcha. 18 for the hit then.
18 will hit me though.
You're going to take 8 piercing plus 2 poison.
Okay. I'm going to
Then-
deflect it. I'd like to
then-
deflect the damage.
Oh yeah.
Then it's going to
Okay.
try to. Then it's going to try to smash you and stretch you apart at the same time.
We'll be right back.
Okay, well I want to deflect the damage first.
Okay, yeah. I got you on that.
Yeah, monks can do
and
that
it
with
misses
melee
this
now.
one. It misses the second one.
I can deflect
then-
up to 15 damage, and I'm going to redirect it back at him.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, make it it needs to make a DC 14 Dex save.
It fails.
It's a big old yeah.
And so I direct 15 back at it.
Cool.
It takes 15 damage.
It is now bloodied.
Do you see my rolls now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, that's weird. I don't know why it wasn't. It's still not rolling dice for me, but at least I see it in the log now.
Pidby and Garth. It's y'all's turn.
What you want, Pidby? You want to go? Or you want me to go?
You go.
All right, right here. See if the ping works. I'm gonna drop a shatter, which should be 10 feet to both of them. So I'll need my man and Jolene to make me a. I think that's a con save. Let me double check. Yes, Constitution saving throw DC 16. come
Jolene
on.
fails, and my man 16.
16.
He also fails.
Subtract 2 from him too, because he's baned.
Oh, I mean he failed anyway.
Oh, okay.
So.
So it was a shit roll, but 11 damage to both of them. And then Bardic Inspiration to I'll do Pidby. They're up next.
Cool. We love that for Pidby.
Pidby, aim true. you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Excellent. I love it. Perfect. That's gonna be our game for the end of the for the comments, and I'll get to that when we get to the end. All right, so are these like short crates here in the center, like right there?
No, you can get behind. So if you were to move like right here, you would have like full cover from stuff over here.
Yeah, I'm real tiny, so I get full cover from a lot of things. I can see both Blob. Can I see my man through Blob? I don't want to hit my man. I'm gonna hit the Blob. With a fire. I think.
I like this combat music.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I have had it off ever since the spiders, so I didn't even know there was music.
Pretty cool.
Okay, this is sick.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do firebolt. 12
for the blob.
Yeah.
I think. Shit. Hey, that's gonna hit.
Excellent. So that's gonna be 14 fire damage on Goober, on the snot man.
It screeches out, and you hear someone that you talked to early at the party ask you why.
Why did you steal the toilet paper?
I've got poop butt still.
Yeah.
I'm going to meet my maker after with the poopy butt.
You ever heard of swamp bass?
All right. Is that all for Pibby?
I believe that's all Pidby could do right now.
All right. Next up is the blob. The blob is going to move right up to Garth. Or sorry, not Garth. Nick.
Yeah.
And
a mistake to make.
You mean Garth's heart?
Oh.
the,
Oh, I forgot to say Pidby is gonna just move 5 more feet here. So that's it.
the dude that will that kind of like hit on you earlier, his face comes like right to the front.
Ooh.
And he's just like, help me, Nick. Help me. It gets like stretched apart and like ripped to pieces.
Thank God we're not rolling sanity right now.
Yeah, no kidding.
And he's going to just like other like faces come in and like it looks like they eat his face, and they just start like gibbering and making all these weird sounds. I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh shit, maybe I am taking. Okay. Hang on.
You had to say something.
Ooh.
Ooh.
You will roll a 1d8 to determine what happens to you.
Oh my God.
Oh
okay.
God.
Oh.
I like this.
Yeah, these are fun creatures. They are fun creatures.
Aw, lame. It does nothing to you.
Oh.
After it screams at you, the man that kind of hit on you asks for your help, and then these other faces start eating his face, and then that another face eats that face, and then they start screaming at you, and then one tries to bite you, but they're all trying to bite each other at the same time, so it misses horribly. and nothing happens.
Whew.
And that's the end of its turn. This thing's just scaring the shit out of you.
Yeah, Garth might pee his pants a little bit.
Yeah. And it comes back to my man's turn. My man is going to cast Healing Word on Jolene.
No, he's got to go down.
He's going to heal her for 6.
Oh, so he's useless. Awesome, got it. Cool, sweet.
But he's just casting level 1 Healing Word. But then he's also summoning another thing.
Yeah, we got to get him down.
Yep.
And here it is. It's another thing with crazy geometry that makes no sense.
Cool.
You got that from a math book.
I did. I searched Euclidean geometry.
I'm so sorry.
Jolene's turn. She was prone. Jolene is gonna use half of her movement to stand up, and then she's gonna move over. No, she's not gonna move over. I'm sorry. She's going to. Actually, she's just gonna aim straight towards Shadow and try to hit Shadow 3 times with. Is she? Yeah, she will. She's going to try to hit Shadow 3 times with her Arcane Burst.
At disadvantage.
She misses the first one. Misses the second one. Does a 14 hit?
Nope.
Then she misses the last one too.
Nice.
She's doing horribly.
Good.
She's going to use her bonus action to Misty Step again. And she's up on top of these. And she yells out, "You'll never catch me up here!" And
you stupid,
Nick.
stupid woman.
It's me.
Nick, your turn. You gotta
Okay.
kill her.
Okay, well, actually, what I'm gonna do instead is, I want to cast slow. I get to alter time around up to 6 creatures of your choice in a 40-foot cube within range. So a 40-foot cube, basically in front of me, should cover everybody, and they're all going to have to roll a Wisdom 13 saving. Sorry, they have to roll against Wisdom 13 to see if they're affected by the spell.
Everybody or just
No.
Patty?
Just the.
Everybody in that, no, everybody in that 40-foot square. So my man.
So that's all of
Jolene.
these and Shadow.
But wait, doesn't it
No,
say
I
creatures
know.
of your
I
choice?
get to choose 6 creatures of your
Okay, cool.
choice. Up to
Oh,
6
okay.
creatures of your choice.
Cool.
Also,
So,
minus 3 for my man and the first toy blob.
not Jolene?
Well, no, because she passed the Bane.
Okay.
Jolene and my man are 45 feet apart. So you have to pick
So
one.
Is it a
my
40-foot
man
radius
is gonna get.
or 40-foot cube?
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. What kind of save was it?
Wisdom 13, and then he has a -2 because
He is
of
going
Bane.
to get 11, so he's going to fail. The otherworldly being is going to get a nat 20. That's this one here, the one that just was birthed.
Okay.
The other otherworldly being, the older one, also gets a nat 20. Geez. And then the blob in front of you fails.
Okay. And what about Jolene?
I think she's too far away.
So you can either hit my man or Jolene. You can't hit them both.
Yeah.
It's a 40-foot cube. It's a little too wide. Okay.
Yeah, it's 45.
Okay, that's okay. I prefer to hit the like my man and the blob and all that. And and do you want me to read what slow does?
No, I got it.
Okay. And then
No, we've done this before. I've learned slow since then.
Okay, I've never used slow, so yeah. And then I want to ask you, since I took out the Dolly's tape player, before, could I use that as a bonus action or is it a full action? It doesn't say in the stuff for it.
Bonus action.
Okay.
That was before I understood the game well enough. I made that. I need to go back through.
I do want to see how far it has range because I may need to move.
You got enough range. Go for it.
Okay, well, I'm going to use it. And so basically for our viewers, this is a Sony Walkman with Dolly's 1985 hit album Real Love. Plays her #1 hit, Think About Love. Casts Charm Monsters DC with the saving throw of DC 15 and Charm Person with a saving throw of DC 15. Spell on all creatures that can hear within 30 feet. Can only be used once before the 8 D-cell battery run out of rendering inoperative.
Jolene fails. The Blob fails. The otherworldly being succeeds with another nat 20.
Jeez, this thing.
Is my man within 30 feet? Yep.
Yep.
He succeeds. And then that will be it.
So Jolene and the Blob are the two things affected?
Yep.
Okay. If that is the case, then the Blob will probably not take opportunity attacks, and I want to move past him.
Well, the Blob you slowed, right? Slowed creatures can't take reactions anymore.
Oh, well, he also is charmed, so yay.
Yep, where do you want to move to?
I was actually going to move down closer to Shadow. I have 30 feet of movement.
You move to like right here?
No, like I don't want to be in melee range. I was going to move to the left and then down from where I originally was. Yeah, right there.
Okay. Shadow, it's your turn.
All right. Well, Shadow's going to ignore this beastie here, and he's going to walk up here and attack Jolene.
It is a 17 for its opportunity attack.
Disadvantage.
And a minus D4.
Oh, a 16. So minus 4.
16 misses.
It's gonna miss. All right, go ahead.
All right, and I'm going to attack Jolene and use Flurry of Blows. So 4 attacks. I don't think a 12 will hit. Will a 12 hit her? So she's casting.
12 will not hit her, no.
28.
28 will hit her.
So that's 14 damage.
All right.
15 hit her.
15 would hit her, but she's going to throw up shield.
All right. And 18.
She still got shield up, so it puts her DC at her AC at 20.
How are you getting to roll both that and damage at the same time?
It's just the way I have it set.
I didn't realize that's a setting. Okay.
Yeah, you can set it so it rolls the damage with it.
That's cool. Okay.
All right. So I did hit her once. So I want to do.
You got one more hit.
Wait a second.
You got one more try.
Well, wait.
Don't you?
So let's try. Yeah, one more.
Oh. Yeah.
Right? Okay. So, 11 on it, but I want to use Stunning Strike. So that's a con 14.
She fails.
Okay, she is stunned, and I can knock her 5 in a I can push her 5 feet in a direction that I want when I hit her. So I want to knock her off in front of Bibby.
Okay. when
And
you
she's
do,
also stunned and can't do anything.
okay, and when you do, she falls 10 feet because she was up on top of those. So she takes
Right.
1d6 damage, which is actually 6 damage.
Nice.
Awesome.
She's not looking good.
Oh, she's dead.
She straight up broke her coccyx when she hit the ground.
I am gonna
Oh, yeah.
yell, remember to leave her for Dolly!
Nick,
Somebody call Dolly and tell her to get here.
Nick, it's
we
your
ain't
turn.
even sure that Dolly can hurt
It
her.
is my turn. Okay. Shit. Okay, well, so my man and Blob are charmed, correct?
Yep.
Take out Dolly. Or take out Jolene.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry, not Nick. I apologize.
I was wondering,
Nick,
I was
you
thinking
just-
this is
that's-
really soon.
I
Okay.
apologize. It's this thing's turn. It is going to move down to Nick, and it's going to try to hit Nick. It's going to try to smash Nick and pull Nick to pieces at the same time with a 14.
That does not hit.
And then it's going to try to stab you and surround you at the same time. 18 for the hit.
That would hit, but I'm gonna use reaction to cast shield.
Look
Alright.
at you.
I'm learning from my mistakes.
Then it's Lachlan's turn. Lachlan.
Yes.
You're like way up
So-
there.
Jolene is looking terrible.
I am miles away at the moment, but I want to run it by you. We've been saying from the start that I've had a immovable rod from Neil, and I've like held it through each thing. Lachlan wouldn't have that because that was on Felix, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
Right.
So what I'm gonna do?
Do you have the bag of
is-
holding? Because it's in there.
10, 15, 25, 30. I'm going to move to 30 feet here, and then I'm going to use the dash action to move another 30, which would put me onto the wall. How can I make a free action while I'm running to gauge how high this wall is? 'Cause it looks pretty thin, but like it doesn't look very strong. But how tall is this wall?
So, okay, let me be clear about this wall then. Before you take this action, let me. I'll let you undo what you just did. This wall closes off completely to the ceiling of the cave we saw earlier.
Okay.
So, yes, it is open to the sky, but this wall goes to the sky as well. Does that
Okay,
make
so I
sense?
can't just
What I'm trying to
so I
say?
can't run through. Right.
Right, you've got to kind of make your way through the maze back. So that means kind of like coming down this way and then down this way.
All right. That's it.
Yep. But it's the otherworldly being, and it's also going to try to tear Nick apart but squish him at the same time. 19 for the hit,
I'm 21 right now because of shield.
and that second one's also going to miss. Pidby and Garth. Pidby, come on now. It's almost. She looks
She's right next to
terrible.
me too.
I'll
Oh,
let you go
goodness.
first.
Terrible.
I laid her at your feet, Hidby.
Looks terrible.
Looking really terrible or mildly terrible?
Really terrible.
We also need to try to keep her alive. So
Don't fucking worry about it.
We'll bring her back. Yeah, I'm gonna cast Ray of Sickness. Because why not?
Mhm.
And she's prone too, right? What does that give me?
And
Advantage?
incapacitated. Everything. So yeah, is it a melee attack or?
It's
She's done, so
yeah.
lie down, you're at advantage.
I don't have it on my spell list on and I only have it on the other one. I don't know what's going on. I do have Ray of Sickness though, so I'm gonna roll it in D20 D&D Beyond. I'm so tired all of a sudden. It's midnight. All right, Ray of Sickness. 16.
Gonna hit. Come on.
You do have
that's
advantage,
gonna
so
be-
you can crit fish.
3.
Do you want to try to crit fish?
Yeah, why not? But again. Oh, that wasn't.
Oh,
Oh, okay. That's okay.
Was that enough to do it? Because you do
It
have.
was not.
Okay.
But she's so close.
You have bardic inspiration.
So I can add an extra D8 to my
Attack, and then she has to roll like a con save.
For what?
To take my, because I gave her bardic inspiration. So if she uses it on an attack roll, it triggers my ability to where then Jolene has to make a con save or take damage equal to the roll on bardic inspiration.
So theoretically, it wouldn't do anything for me, but it would add damage.
Exactly.
So
5.
Oh yay! I did an extra 5. I hit for an extra with an extra 5 of hit. So it hit. Yay!
What does it look like when you knock Jolene? When you put Jolene down?
So Pidby, is going to, as soon as she falls down to the floor, Pidby sees that opportunity. She already looks kind of bad, and then she looks and she says, they say, health is not valued until sickness comes, and just like blasts like green like mist out of their hands, and it gets onto her, and she suddenly just like, oh my god, I'm gonna make another Disney reference, guys. But you guys remember Sword in the Stone with the witch, Madam Mim, and then she gets really sick and she like turns like a different color really quickly and then like looks miserable. That's what happens to Jolene. I don't know if she's actually dead or she's just like dead enough, like dead sick. Like this is a man cold kind of sick. Might as well be dead at this point. That's what happens.
I will say that because of my motive potential, as you're doing that, the notes of the opening number from Wicked start to play.
I love that.
So when Pidby strikes Jolene down, she falls to the ground, and immediately my man jumps up and puts his hands up on his head, and he's like, Jolene! And all of his creations disappear. And you
I'm gonna say, Dolly, now's a good time.
And you start to hear from the sky
The jet plane?
I was expecting a explosion.
I was lying on the grass on Sunday morning of last week. That's the beginning of Steal My Sunshine.
Dolly arrives. Dolly crashes through the roof, and she arrives. Jolene lying on the ground, bloody, spitting blood from her mouth, a trail of blood behind her as she's scooting away from Dolly where she just landed. My man shocked at Dolly arriving the way she just did. My man looks at Dolly and he's just like, "Oh, well, hey, Dolly, I'm just so glad to see you. I'm just so glad to see you. I'm glad you're here." And Dolly starts walking towards him, starts walking past him, doesn't even look at him, pulls out her gun, fires one right through his head. He falls to the ground.
Bitch.
She doesn't even look back. She continues walking right up to Jolene. when she gets to Jolene, she stops. She pulls her gun back out. She says, "Hey, Jolene, you're looking good." Jolene's like, "Hey, hey, Dolly, please, it don't have to be like this. It don't have to be like this." And she's pushing herself back, like scooting away from her and like leaving a trail of blood behind her. Blood's running down her mouth. And she's like, "Dolly, please, please, please. We used to be friends. We used to be friends." She's like, "Yeah, we always were friends, weren't we? I thought that if, he was my man, you wouldn't do this to me because we was always friends, Jolene. We was always friends. I come here tonight to get my man back from you." And she pulls up the gun. She holds it right out in front of her, all kind of gangster style.
Mhm.
And you can see it's beautiful. This gun's gorgeous. It's like kind of shiny silver. And
Bedazzled.
it has its name engraved down the side of it. It's called 9 to 5 millimeter.
Ha.
Wow. Wow.
That was great.
Excellent.
That's
That was great.
amazing.
Points all around.
And
Yeah.
That was good.
suddenly the camera comes down to Jolene's point of view, and you see Dolly looking down, holding this gun, beautiful shiny gun, and you see Dolly behind her. She's got this gorgeous, beautiful, radiant light coming out from behind her. 6 wings coming out behind her, and they're spread out, sparking with this golden light. Her eyes, even though they're blocked by this black bar, are erupting with these golden flames that you can see coming out of the top of the bar. And she says, "Jolene," she's got the gun up, "I came here tonight to get my man back. But I've been thinking, y'all belong together."
Ooh.
Post-credit scene.
Ooh.
Dolly comes walking back out. And she reaches down, kind of like you can't see Jolene's body when she walks out. She reaches down where Jolene's body was, and you kind of hear her like reaching around inside of her body, and she pulls something out. And she walks over to my man, does the same thing. And then she pulls up on her hands a tiny little version of Jolene, a tiny little naked version of Jolene, and a tiny little naked version of my man. And my man's like, "Oh, Dolly, it sure is good to see you. I'm so excited. Let's go and do it again." And she's like, and then the little version of Jolene just like, "Hey, Dolly, I know we're just gonna be the best of friends." And Dolly says, "Come on, y'all, let's go and do it again." And she puts them up on her shoulders, and she walks away.
This is why I
Love
don't
that.
trust Dolly, right? I mean, everybody gets me shit for it.
Like,
She just straight up leaves us. She just bails.
And then the next thing we know, we're waking up in our own beds and don't remember any of it.
Don't you do that to us. Don't you do that to us. There's too much with Nick and Garth that we're not forgetting that shit.
Oh, no, she's going to let you all remember it, but she did port you all out of there immediately.
I didn't get to open the giant treasure chest.
Yeah, well, that's good because I've been gone from home for like 3 days, and my parents are going to really ground the shit out of me probably
You,
for the entire next season of this game.
you need,
Nick,
yeah, you've
Yeah.
been out past curfew for a bit.
Yeah, you can say
Nick,
that.
in the treasure chest, there is 25,000 gold.
Woo, we rich.
Damn. Isn't that double what we had before?
Yeah.
Yep. There is a staff of the Python.
I feel like there's a joke there, and I feel like Pidby would have been.
Oh, there is. I'm
Like,
not.
I was
I-
There
waiting.
is. Yeah.
I am
Like,
so,
I got your staff
I'm
of the
so keeping
Python
my
right
mouth
here.
shut on that one.
I just
I'm just
waiting.
keeping my mouth
also-
shut.
It's like, where was it?
There was an
Gilbert.
adamantine plate armor.
Ooh.
Nice.
A gem of seeing.
No, you know where Dolly teleports us back to? She sends us right back to the Rusty Spur.
It better be, because I promised everybody around.
And a great axe of warning.
That's a good one.
Oh, that's some good shit.
I almost took that
And then-
on my next character.
And then that's all.
Can we be ported back to the Rusty Spur, please?
Sure. She ported you back to the Rusty Spur, and then she put out a scrying spell. And so you know how I described the camera angles of came from point of view and everything? Her scrying spell moved around to those camera angles I described. She was cinematic with her murder of Jolene for you guys.
We're just sitting there.
Love
Yeah,
that.
we're just sitting there like with like alcohol, taking some drinks, watching this unfold.
Like,
So
damn,
I'm just gonna
Dolly's a
RP
badass.
just a little bit. So like I'm gonna just kind of take the seat next to Nick, and I'll just what is it that I saw him drinking last time we were here?
God, I can't even imagine he'd have something like he probably had the fruitiest little umbrella drink you could imagine. Like,
That's what I'll just kind of sit down in front of Nick,
oh,
and I'll just say, "Look, I ain't never done nothing like this before, but I just wanted to let you know that you scared the shit out of me back there when you stopped breathing, and I really care about you, Nick, and damn, it's harder than I thought it'd be to say.
Yay.
I just want to. I don't know. I want to get to know you.
Nick's
better.
just gonna kind of like put his finger up to Garth's mouth, and then very carefully he's gonna like reach up and kiss him, and then he's gonna say, "I really care about you two. Let's go do dinner after all this is over."
That sounds great. He's gonna look around and make sure Pidby's not like right next to him like she always was. Just the two of us, right?
God, yes, Jesus.
Dolly appears behind you guys, and she's got
Jesus.
blood splatter. She's got blood spatter on her face, and a little naked Jolene, and a little naked. I'm just so happy for y'all.
You just see like Nick is like, "Oh my God."
Yeah. Hey, you're indecent, you two. All right. Well, if you don't mind, don't go crazy. I opened a tab here, but I think Nick, if you wouldn't mind, I think we should go have that dinner.
Sounds like a plan. And I'm just gonna take your hand and kind of pull you off towards the exit.
And I will follow.
Woo! Tequila shots on Garth. Let's go, everyone! Line up at the bar.
Shadow's like, "I don't ID here."
They do.
Right.
They do. He just doesn't care that much.
I have a fake ID. I have a fake ID. Remember?
It looks
do.
terrible.
You do.
He looked at it and was like, mm-hmm.
Oh, that was good. That was like a nice mini campaign. This one was long, but I liked it. Like,
Yeah, that's awesome.
There was some nice character growth in there, and I don't know, it had a great. Yeah, I liked this one. This, I think, was my favorite heist so far.
Yay! Thanks.
I had lots of fun. Thanks for inviting me. I hope I added something to the game, and I'd like to do another one in the future.
Well, yeah, you're definitely going to be invited back. I apologize for ruining your character surprise.
He ruined it himself a time or two. He did let it slip in
He
one
did.
of our post shows.
He tried to blame it on me, but
yeah, I did.
He did. He did do that himself.
It was my own fault, but
Speaking of post show, there will be none for this one because I got to get to bed, and it's because we went late. But I think it was, we needed to finish it, and I still think that we got to. I was satisfied where we ended, so that's that's all. As long as I'm happy, and all that matters, right?
Right.
So,
I'm very satisfied. I did everything I wanted to happen. And yeah,
the Jolene stuff was cool. The Jolene ending was great, and the sound effects were timed perfectly and everything. Well done, well done. Also,
yeah,
one of
very
the
good.
best jokes on the whole stream was that pistol.
Yeah, the 9 to 5
millimeter, so good.
9 to 5 millimeter.
Does anybody have anything they'd like to say at the end of this heist going forward, or just anything you want to bring up before I do the wrap up here at the end?
I will say this heist has been in the works since I talked to you last year in January about starting doing this Golden Vault. Like I started planning this one. Like getting my man back was just immediately what my head went to. Decided Dolly Parton would be the leader of the Golden Vault, and so I've been thinking about this one. And the 9 to 5 millimeter joke, I'm not joking, I came up with this over a year ago, and it's been killing me to make it. I have been dying to make this joke, and so I'm glad I got to make it, and I'm glad it hit.
It landed. It landed. Psychic, you were going to say something?
No, I was just going to say that the way you were telling the story of the flashbacks in that, like, obviously I don't have as much experience with the movie references that it all comes from, but like, even when we all clicked in about the Creator, the Destroyer, and the Preserver and that, it still wasn't until you pulled the little Dolly and the little My Man out that I was like, oh, all of those flashbacks are different universes, different timelines. Didn't even click it until the end. I was like, either I'm really dumb or this was really fucking well done.
That's good.
I just got that.
That clicked in when you said it.
It just clicked.
Yeah, it was well done. Well done. Very well done.
Good, thank you. It was supposed to have been something you thought about afterwards. It wasn't.
I mean,
it was supposed to have been confusing during.
Yeah, this is one of those things
it was.
Keeps me awake till 2 tonight. Just gonna be laying there like, wow. Well, so this is the end of Heist 3. So that's gonna mean a couple.
Well, I want to say something.
Oh,
I
go
want
ahead.
to say one thing. I just want to
sorry.
say, if Dolly ever actually sees this, we all love you very much, and
Yes.
this is all a tribute to you.
Absolutely.
So.
There's a reason you're the angel, and yes, we're playing a hyper stylized version of you, but yes, it's all in good fun.
Please don't sue me.
And if you do want to sue anybody, sue Ravnok.
I love you so much. Please don't sue me.
We all do. That's why we advertise the Imagination Library in the opening.
Right.
No affiliation, though, so you know. Crow, you got anything? Put you on the spot since
I love this
something.
game, and I loved Dolly, and I loved that I got to have like an unexpected romance. Never would have guessed that was gonna happen, and it was so cute.
I've never got to play that either. I was worried they wouldn't, but I've never got to play like an accidental romance, and it just, I think because we were in both of those, it developed kind of naturally, and I like where it went. So
I love it. I hope y'all enjoyed it, and I hope y'all just really had as much fun as we do to anybody watching.
Yeah, me too. I had a great time.
Well, I was going to tell you, unfortunately, Felix died, but Shadow had a really huge crush and was dressing as a guy so he could kind of hit on him, and it'd be the total unrequited love because she knows that he couldn't possibly ever love her. But unfortunately, Felix bit it.
Oh, that's a great little subplot that made me kind of sad, but also really hilarious. And I don't.
She's
want
better
Felix
off
to come
without
back.
Felix. He was awful. He would have been awful to her.
Lachlan,
She would have been
way
treated
better.
terribly, I'm sure.
Lachlan, way better. We upgraded.
Oh yeah.
Well,
It's not like I
Right,
spent money
Felix.
on the mock commission or anything. No.
the fun part about Golden Vault is each heist kind of has a new cast, but the sad part about Golden Vault is that next week we're gonna see a completely different set of people. So it's gonna be sad. Psychic and Killer both finally get a break. I think they've been in almost
Yes.
everything. So
I've
they
done the
get
first and third. I haven't done the second yet.
Okay.
But Killer's done all three as different characters.
That's right.
Mhm.
So Killer has earned her break for sure. So enjoy not staying up till midnight on Wednesdays
Yeah.
for a little bit.
I'm going on
But
Smoke for a couple months.
yeah, I mean you're just leaving us. So but anyway, I'll be back because I have to hit record on the stream thing. I will be playing a different character because it feels wrong to play Garth without Nick at this point. Plus I want to do damage. Like I want to hit something. So I'll be playing a barbarian. We'll have a whole new cast, and actually, I think only one of them has been on the stream before. So Epsilon will be joining us, but then the other two are new to the stream. So
That's exciting.
it'll be fun to see. With that, Ravnok, amazing job. Well done. Thank you so much. I've got one more stream this week. Temptations tomorrow night, right?
Temptations.
Right. And then we've got some stuff next week, and then we will be taking a week off, second week of April, just so everybody knows.
Mhm.
But yeah, no post show tonight because it's already 12:30 where I am, and I'm
Oh,
ready
God.
to sleep. So because I got to do this
Yep.
again tomorrow as a druid, which makes me think more.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Also,
I'm
it's
actually
Temptations.
gonna
So,
send you a message. I'm gonna send you a message like that you'll see tomorrow or whatever
okay.
about an idea that I want to do. But it's up to you.
Perfect. Well, before we head out, then I'll just say to those of you that are leaving the show for a little bit, thank you for participating in this real crazy experiment that we have going on.
Yeah.
Crow, if you come back, I will re-roll and I will bring Garth back in to play with some more Nick. If you come back, if you want to do another one later in the year, and Psychic, please never revive Felix. And with that,
The Baldur's Gate musical theater scene is about to be fucking rock.
oh yeah, there's gonna be mourning everywhere. They're gonna have the little candles, and they're gonna do the
Oh
little-
gosh, it's gonna be like, why the fuck do you
Whole
all
city's going to be decorated in black and everything.
Yeah, 3 days of mourning. Everything's all the flags at half mast.
Sure.
Garth's
Uh,
like fucking fuck all these fucking.
You all didn't know that guy, man. He wasn't that great. Two last
Yeah,
things I'll
but
say.
Shadow doesn't understand that, so she's getting drunk at the bar right now, doing shots, crying over how she couldn't bring Felix back, and telling him how she really felt.
I will say there was a split second at the very end where Garth almost told Dolly about Felix and where he was, and then decided not to. He
She
took
knows.
Nick's hand and left.
She knows.
Oh, that's true.
She
She's
knows.
fine. That means she doesn't want him back either. So, two last things.
She didn't mention him. You're right.
She didn't. You can, if you would like to just kind of chat with all of us or whatever, you can join the Discord. The link is in the description. We also have the voting going on for our Hero Forge competition this month. So everybody on here, make sure you voted.
Oh, yeah.
$10 Hero Forge gift card. And then we'll be announcing the April challenge soon. And also we have a Patreon you can sign up for free, and we have some other paid tiers as well where you can get our behind the scenes videos when we do them, when it's not the middle of the night. So that's it. Thank you all for an amazing heist, and I hope to see all of you again in a future heist. So, bye everybody. How you doing?
Bye.
Bye.